I'm a PlayStation fan. I'm a PlayStation fan too. Respect my time. I got a wife and respect my time. I got a wife and kids. Respect my time. I got a wife and kids.
It's my opinion. I'm a neutral.
This is great for gamers.
Hello, FTC. Hello, FTC.
They're an anomaly. They're an anomaly.
It's Nintendo.
They're an anomaly.
It's Nintendo.
Cut the cap. Cut the cap.
I just want to have fun with my friends. I just want to have fun with my friends.
It looks like DLC. It shouldn't cost $70.
What is good, YouTube? What is good, PlayStation Nation? It is your boy Persona of Gaming with Persona and one half of the What's Up PlayStation podcast crew, coming at you guys with episode 207 of What's Up PlayStation podcast. How y'all feeling today? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. How are we feeling today, guys? Are we good? How's work? How's school? You know, or whatever you guys do. How was y'all day today, man? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat. How is your day today? Hope everything is good, right? It's been real gloomy and rainy today in my city, man. It's been real rainy, really rainy today, right? But you know, I hope y'all are good, man. I hope everything is copacetic, right? I hope you all are happy, healthy, and safe. Y'all know how we do things here, right? Listen, I gotta say something real quick, man. Listen, I got the platinum, and you know, I'm about to pat myself on the back here. Okay, I'm patting myself on the back here because listen, man, we got to, okay? We gotta pat ourselves on the back because if we don't do it, nobody else will, and that's okay, right? Your boy most definitely got that platinum in The Last of Us Remastered. Listen, man, this was a long time coming. I know, guys, you probably like, guys, you probably, Persona, this game came out how long ago? How come you didn't get the platinum? You listen, I put the platinum for this game off for so long. And I was like, you know what? Let me go back, do New Game Plus Grounded, get this platinum real quick. I already had the multiplayer trophies and completed the story and all that, but you know, I wanted to get the platinum. You know, I've always been meaning to get the platinum, but I never really like stuck with it. I was like, you know what? The remake is coming out. All this talk about Last of Us. I was like, you know what? Let me just go back and get this Last of Us. All this talk about Last of Us, the remake. I mean, I was like, you know what? Let me go back and get this Last of Us 1 platinum real quick. Just so I could, one, for me. You know, I got this platinum for me. Like, I'm like, you know what? I've been putting it off for too long. It's time to go back and get that. But two, so I can stun on you. Motherfuckers. You understand? Round of applause for Persona. Round of applause for Persona. I'm trying to stunt. I also want to stunt. You understand? Oh, well, Persona, did you actually play last time? Yes, I did. And I got the platinum. Did you? Another round of applause. I want to stunt. Okay? I'll admit it. I'm not ashamed. Don't judge me. You can't judge me. I got it for me. Personally. I'm like, yo, this has been gnawing at me for years. I'm like, you know what? We need to go back and get that. But also, I got the platinum so I can stunt. I want to stunt. So you know we're gonna be stunting in these streets moving forward. Oh, Persona, I got the platinum for Last of Us 1 and Last of Us 2. Stunt. Nah, but so yeah, that's cool. How y'all feeling today, man? How y'all feeling? Hey yo, shout out to Luca in the building, man. Appreciate you, mama. She says, hey yo, you switching to Xbox for COD? Absolutely not. We going to PC. I only use the Xbox for the house as the house warmer. Warm up the house during the winter. You understand? No, I'm joking. But appreciate you, Luca, for the super chat. But yo, guys, listen, we gonna talk today, guys. We're gonna have a nice conversation. You feel me? We're gonna talk about a couple things. You understand? we gonna really have a talk today, guys. Listen, if you ain't got your dinner, go get your dinner, right? Oh wait, did I even do my? First off, if you, all right, so let me do my how I normally do things. We all off track here. If you're at work, I hope I can get you through your work day. If you're coming home from work, I hope I can get you through your commute home from work. If you're at home already and you're cooking dinner or cleaning up the crib or whatever the case may be, I hope I can get you through your session. Listen, you might be taking a shower. I don't know. Cleanliness is closer to godliness. You understand? I just appreciate you putting me on. Listen, you might be having the maritals with the significant other. I don't know. I just appreciate you putting me on. You feel me? Yeah, get your dinner, get your food, or you know, if you're playing the game, I'm definitely gonna get you through your gaming session. We're about to talk today. We're gonna have a talk. We're gonna have a real nice talk today. And listen, some of y'all might not like me by the end of this podcast, and that's okay. I'm prepared for that. Although I know PlayStation Nation always gonna rock with me, and you know, the people that rock with me always gonna rock with me. I feel like we're gonna have a couple of disagreements in the chat. I feel like a couple of people gonna disagree. And listen, y'all know y'all are free to disagree. You know, respectfully, of course. And you know, the mods, ain't nobody gonna get at you. You know, we all disagree, right? But it's gonna be a good show. It's gonna be a good show, guys, right? But where are my manners? Let me shout out the folks in the chat. Shout y'all out. Make sure y'all good, man. Dewan in the building. Dewan, how you feeling today, bro? It says, yo, what up, Persona? Sup to everybody in the chat. What's good, Dewan? We appreciate you. Ice Queen in the building. Ice Queen, how you feeling? Hope you feel good today. I know you're not feeling too well. Hope you feel better. Lamarcus Dose, what's good, man? He says, we got you, Persona. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Lamarcus, coming through. Jacob Walker, what's going on with you? Carl Anchor in the building. Carl, how you feeling today, bro? Appreciate you. Prince Philip in the building. Prince, how you feeling today? Steady Flow in the building. Steady says, what up, Persona? Finally caught you live, my brother. What's going on, Steady, man? Appreciate you pulling up, coming through, rocking out, my boy. Yo, Dark Artemis in the building. Dark Artemis, how we feeling today, man? Are you good? Are we good today, man? Appreciate you. Jamar in the building. Jamar, what's going on with you? Ola Moko in the building. Ola Moko, what's going on with you, bro? Appreciate you. John the Don in the building. John, how you feeling today, man? Cloud Strife in the building. Appreciate you, Cloud. Jay Barry in the building, the other half of What's Up PlayStation Podcast. Other half of Whoops in the building. Shout out to my boy Barry, man, came back to Twitter with a vengeance. You understand? Shout out to my boy Barry, man. It's good to have him back from his vacation, man. Healthy and safe. You get what I mean? Yo, Monreal Gaming, what's going on with you? He says Spider-Man is a big IP, just like COD, and Xbox don't have it. Stop the hypocrisy. Monreal, listen, we're gonna have a real serious talk today, guys. We're gonna have a really serious talk, guys. We're gonna have a real serious talk. Trust. Let me just get through. I just want to shout everybody out. We're gonna have a talk. Yo, Sam Ash, what's going on with you, bro? Appreciate you, man. KP, how you feeling today? Samuel Porter, what's good? J1, what's going on with you? Strictly in the building, my boy Strick, what's good, man? J Lou 83, what's good, Jay? Appreciate you. Don John Sean, what's good, man? Appreciate you. D Truth, what's good, D Truth? Appreciate you, bro. Philip DVG, what's going on with you? He says a lot of us already said it was a big deal. It was a few of others in the PS community saying it wasn't. Yo, Phil, listen, man. Exactly. Phil, get out my head. Why you giving the whole show away? You giving the whole show away, Phil? Slow down. Let me get there. Nah, Phil is right though. He's 100% right. Vel R in the building. Vel, what's good, bro? Appreciate you. Yo, Brigadier Williams Wildebeest, what's good, Brigadier? King Prel in the building. Appreciate you. Das Mises, what's going on with you? Walter, how you feeling today, man? Appreciate you. Johnny Gaming in the building. What's good? Always Mad Gaming in the building. Call me Jay in the building. Says bots talking about this COD thing like Sony doesn't have marketing deals for years. Hey, call me Jay. Hey, yo, shout out to Call Me Jay, man. Yo, King 1710 was good, man. On my way home from work listening to Persona. Fire. Appreciate you, King. Appreciate you, man. Who else is here, man? Make sure I get all y'all. Mike 0508. What's good, Mike? Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Mr. My dad's a gamer. What's good, man? Appreciate you. Viper Reaps in the building. Appreciate you, Viper. My dad's a gamer says 30 minutes left of work, then we back on the game. That's what's up, bro. That's how it is. Gamer night was good, bro. Appreciate you. Foxing around Austin. Austin, how you feeling today, bro? Evil, formerly S. What's good, S? Appreciate you. Planetary Federation of Unions. What's going on with you, bro? Bird in the building. Bird, how you feeling today? Luca, how you feeling today, mom? Appreciate you. Pulling up, rocking out. Cyber Dragon in the building. Cyber, what's good? He says, doesn't matter when you complete or platinum a certain game or games. What matters is that you did. Oh, of course, Cyber. Of course. You know I got a stun on them, Cyber. You know we about that plat life over here, Cyber. You know that. You know we about that platinum life, Cyber. You know, I just wanted to stun on them real quick, man. I just wanted to stun on them real quick. Appreciate you, though, Cyber. Cyber been rocking since day one, man. That's one of the longest supporters, man. You know I rock with you, Cyber. Lurker, what's good, Lurker? Appreciate you. Forsaken Jonathan, what's good, man? Appreciate you pulling up, rocking out, man. Chilling with us, man. Appreciate you. Stardust Acero, what's good with you, bro? JFlex81, what's going on with you, JFlex? SIE in the building. SIE, how you feeling today, man? E Kim in the building. What's good, E Kim? Jamar in the building. Appreciate you, Jamar. Yo, Spider Sylvia, what's good? Sylvia, appreciate you pulling up, rocking out with your boy, man. Appreciate you. Who else, man? Y'all know I like to shout y'all out, man. I don't like to miss out. So I'm just looking through the list, make sure I get everybody. Blackbeard, what's good, bro? If I missed anybody, man, shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate all y'all, man. Round of applause for the folks in the chats. I said, round of applause for the people in the chats. All right. Arcade, what up, man? All right, man. Well, all right. Cooper Clips, what's good, man? Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody. J Gamer UK in the building. All right, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Let's talk. Freddie, what's up? Let's talk, man. Let's talk turkey. Let's talk turkey. I want to start by saying this, man. And this might be a little bit controversial, and that's okay. Yo, Rada Dewan, what's good, man? Appreciate you. I want to say this, man. Right? A lot of you dudes, a lot of people in this community really do hate PlayStation. And it's funny. It's so funny because you always see, yo, Amu Rock 3K was good. You always see these casuals and these neutral, you know, people that claim they not about the console war and they don't care about the business of gaming. I was talking about this last week on my show where, like, you know, the sales, or was it? Yeah, it was last week. Last week on my show when I was talking about how the sales of PlayStation came out, and, you know, we were honest, like, you know, it wasn't as good as it could be year over year when we're looking at, you know, the same time last year. Obviously, still a lot of people's in the pandemic. There's a lot of things that factor into that, right? And we spoke about that at length, right, on last week's show. But one of the things that we also spoke about was how hypocritical a lot of people are when it comes to their stance in gaming, right? A lot of people do not stand by their convictions, and a lot of people, like I said to you guys last week, there's a lot of people who claim to not be about not even drama, about the console war and debating and all that craziness, right? But then when something negative comes for PlayStation, or something that may hurt PlayStation, they're always at the front lines. They're always at the front lines, always ready to speak up and say something, and how this is great. PlayStation needs to be knocked down a peg. All this stupid, all this real stupid, like, stuff that just it doesn't make sense to a degree, because it's just like, no one should be this hurt over a console. Like, listen, man, I love PlayStation as much as the next person, but, you know, no one should be this hurt or hate a console this much. Oh yeah, game of the night. They love to use the.
But this is great for gamers.
You know they love You know they love to use that. That's that code. That's the code word, man. That phrase only.
But
applies.
this is great for gamers.
That phrase only applies when it comes to talking about Xbox, but we'll get to that later, right? And so, yo, Philip K, what's good, man? And so what happens is you get a lot of people who tend to speak and give their thoughts, but the thoughts that they're giving doesn't come from a neutral place like they like to proclaim. You know, it comes from a very biased and non-objective. It's a very subjective place, right? But the point is that they are giving their thoughts on console war shit and speaking to the console war shit in a very positive and a happy demeanor. Yo, JKS Kai I got tongue twisted. JKS Guy Code, what up, man? They tend to get, you know, whenever it comes to speaking about PlayStation or even like PlayStation's faults or whatever, they're happy. They got this very happy tone, very happy demeanor. Or like I said, yo, Games for Eternity, what's good? Like I said, you know, when it comes to this whole, you know, I don't do console wars, or I'm not doing all that negative stuff, all the crazy shit that people love to say to kind of absolve themselves or remove themselves from that console war shtick or stigma, right? They're the first ones talking about it. They're the first ones in favor of something that's going to put, you know, hurt PlayStation or whatever. Or like, you know, they hate PlayStation because PlayStation doesn't have nothing to offer. All this weird it's just really weird, right? But that's what I've been seeing the past like week or so. I mean, I see this shit all the time, but it's been more so prevalent like the past week or so, where again with the sales and now with this whole Call of Duty news that came out with what PlayStation was saying, right? Which, listen, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. PlayStation is right? But my thing is this: we're gonna look at everything, and then obviously give you know we're gonna talk about it. But I want to put this out there, right? Because this is what happens a lot in gaming, in the gaming community, right? Or in our area of the gaming community, right? You get a lot of people who don't play COD happy. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot of people who do not play Call of Duty, who have shitted on COD for years. It's the same old thing. Not worth 60, not worth 70, not worth this, not worth that. For years and years, I have seen people shit on Call of Duty day in and day out. It's the same old game. It's rehashed trash. They need to make something new. They need to take a break. They need to do this. They need to do that. Or just outright don't play the games. And I'm seeing these same people happy and excited. And knowing me, like, listen, I've been a COD, I tell you guys this all the time. Look, we just had COD Sunday yesterday. Shout out to Bari, shout out to Sarge, shout out to Call Me Jay, shout out to DC Gaming, shout out to El Matador, Upchuck Gaming. They pulled up to talk and have some good conversation. Who else was there? I can't forget. If I'm missing somebody, then, you know, I'm sorry. But shout out to everybody that pulled up for COD Sundays, right? And see, here's my thing. I'm sitting back and I'm looking and I'm laughing because I see, yes, Sarge's stealth, Blackbeard, Sarge's stealth. I'm laughing because the hypocrisy in the gaming community truly knows no bounds. And see, here's the thing. A lot of people in the community, and this is why I say it's very important for you to, the people that you invest time to listen to, you really have to look at their integrity when it comes to gaming, right? Like, do they uphold the integrity of gaming? Do they respect gaming? Right? Shout out to Bari. Bari coined that term, respect gaming. Do they respect gaming? Because one of the things that we tend to see a lot of is a lot of people tend to switch up very quickly when it's in their favor. No one is standing by their convictions, and you have a lot of people who are suddenly quote unquote COD fans and can't wait for the next Call of Duty. Convenient, right? Now listen, guys. I've been a COD. I tell you guys all the time. I've been a COD fan since PS2, PS3, PS2. Because Big Red 1 was what, PS2? Yeah, since bro. I've been a COD fan for an extremely long time. I've been playing CODs so long, right? Good, and I've stuck by them good and bad, right? So what we are going to talk about today is coming from a true COD fan. Someone who really does love Call of Duty. Like, I love COD. I've got Modern Warfare 2 pre-ordered. I can't wait to play that and experience that. I enjoy Call of Duty. I am a COD fan. So the conversation that we're going to have today is not, you know, okay, so essentially it's the COD fan and the PlayStation fan persona talking. You get what I'm saying? Not just somebody that's trying to just fit in and oh yeah, oh, you know, guys, right now, you know, I think everything, you know, I you know, even though I haven't played Call of Duty for the past 6 years because I thought it was absolute trash, you know, I'm excited to play this next Call of Duty. I can't wait to see the next COD that's going to be under Microsoft. I'm so excited. It's going to be in Game Pass, and I can't wait to play. And listen, man, I'm a Breeze, what's good? I'm a COD fan, right? So we're going to really have this conversation as, you know, I'm going to talk to y'all as a COD fan and as a PlayStation fan, and we're gonna keep it real, man. You know, we're not gonna skew shit. We're not gonna misconstrue things. We're not gonna omit any type of information. We're gonna put everything out on the table, and we're really gonna talk about it, because I think that is important when it comes to the time that you're investing in people that you listen to, that they are being genuine when it comes to their thoughts and opinions with gaming. You know, I love Destiny. I know a lot of people try to shit on Destiny. I love Destiny, man. I platinum both Destiny 1 and 2. I put thousands of hours into the game. I play these. I play these games, man. Like, I play these games. You get what I'm saying? So we really gonna have this conversation. But I wanted to put that out there because I want y'all to always remember that the time that you're investing into people that you're listening to, you have to look at their integrity and how they are as a gamer, and you have to decide if this is somebody that you truly want to listen to and really wait, because your time is important. Someone you want to listen to, man, because it's a lot of bullshit out here, man, and a lot of shit that I'm seeing on Twitter and tweets and all this stupid shit. I'm seeing this shit from people who don't play COD, or quite frankly, they suck. So let's talk about it, man. So PlayStation, you see the title of the podcast. It says PlayStation, quote in PlayStation. PlayStation says no developer can catch up to the, did I put financial success or just success? To the catch up to COD's success. I should have put financial success, but it's the success. So no one can catch up to COD's success, right? And this was a conversation that was being had by by PlayStation. They were speaking to the Brazilian government, and so this information comes from those documents, right? But I do want to look at the quotes that is being pulled from here, and I really want to, you know, we're gonna have this conversation. We're really gonna talk about it, right? So I hope y'all got your dinner, because it's about to be a good one. You ain't gonna wanna, you know, miss nothing. All right, so originally it was posted on Reset Era, right? Got to put the disclaimer out there, you know, a grain of salt, right? I don't know, like, because, you know, people can doctor stuff like this, but I doubt this is doctored. But, you know, I'm just putting that out there just for argument's sake. But along with other companies such as Ubisoft, Amazon, and Google, Sony's response to several questions about the proposed acquisition has been published in full by the Brazilian government. So Sony's response was transcribed by VGC, mostly outlines the current state of the AAA game development for the Brazilian regulator. However, large portions highlight the importance the PlayStation firm puts in Call of Duty, a franchise which it claims influences users' console choice. So I think this is important, because one of the things that I have said, oh, let me turn that down. Who just subscribed? Yo, William, appreciate you subbing to the channel, man. Hope you enjoy your stay. So I think this is very important, right? Yo, Kevin, appreciate you subbing to the channel. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit because it's really loud in my ear. All right, so one of the things that I think is very important here, right, is, and this is something that I have said a long time ago, that there are certain games that are console sellers, like definitive, default, like people thought, it's funny too, because people like to say, oh, no one's buying a console for one game. Yes, they are. You get what I'm saying? People will absolutely go out and buy a console for 1 or 2 or 3 games. And when we speak about the casuals in the community and how casuals move, right? We know that casuals like to play like a lot of free to plays. You know, they play the Maddens, the NBAs, the CODs, and the FPS shooters and all that stuff. You know, they play a lot of that stuff, right? And we know that with Call of Duty being the juggernaut that it is, like let's excuse me, hold on, let me drink something, hold on. Sorry, it's just throat dry. Sorry. So with Call of Duty and how Call of Duty, you know, how big Call of Duty is, Call of Duty, your arcade gamer, what's good? Call of Duty is a juggernaut in the industry. We've had this conversation at the beginning of the year when the acquisition first got mentioned, right? And I said back then that that Call of Duty is a juggernaut in this industry, man. It really is its own thing. Like real talk, you've got the gaming industry, then you've got COD. That's how big and monumental and the effect that Call of Duty has on the industry. You understand what I'm saying? You know, when it comes to even the worst selling Call of Duties, they still are outselling some of the other best games that are being put out. Year in and year out, Call of Duty tops the charts. Call of Duty it's unmatched. Like when it comes to first person shooters, it's unmatched. It is unmatched when it comes to the gameplay, when it comes to the engagement, when it comes to just the overall experience that you get with Call of Duty. And again, even with the worst CODs, like Vanguard is dog shit. I will be the first one to tell you, Vanguard is complete and utter dog shit. You understand? It's a terrible. It's worse than, for me, it's worse than Advanced Warfare. And I thought Advanced Warfare was horrible. I mean, not Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare. Infinite Warfare, I only put like maybe like 15, 20 hours into Infinite Warfare. That shit was hard. It was the worst Call of Duty I ever played until Vanguard came out. That's how bad Vanguard is. That Vanguard, for me, overthrows Infinite Warfare for the worst Call of Duty. Like, really, like, Vanguard is utter dog shit. But you know what? Vanguard is still topping the charts for MPDs in terms of sales. Because that's how big Call of Duty has gotten now, to where it has its dedicated fan base. And for its dedicated fan base, the dedicated fan base for COD it dwarfs a lot of other fan bases for other games in just in the industry as a whole. We're not even just talking about PlayStation. Let me put something out there too, right? Because this is the thing that I can't stand about these types of conversations when you're listening to, like, on Twitter Spaces and seeing, like, you know, comments and shit on Twitter. A lot of people don't really know how to have this conversation from an objective standpoint. It's just all this rhetoric, stupid bullshit, right? Like listen, man, I love to crack my jokes and all that as much as the next person, but if we really gonna have this conversation, let's really have a conversation, right? We can't sit here and say, oh yeah, Call of Duty is bigger than anything on PlayStation, but oh, not anything on X. No, it's bigger than anything in gaming right now. Very few games in this industry right now can overthrow Call of Duty when it comes to the monetary success and the monetary gains, and when it comes to the engagement and the sheer selling power and staying power that a Call of Duty has. Fuck out of here, right? Let's cut the cap right now, man.
Cut the cap.
Let's cut the cap, right? But if you scroll through Twitter or listen to to a Twitter space, you're gonna hear a lot of people, oh yeah, Call of Duty is bigger than anything it's bigger than anything on PlayStation. PlayStation better. No, it's bigger than anything in this industry. It's bigger than anything in this industry. This is why I say Call of Duty is its own entity. You have the gaming industry on the left and you have COD on the right. Call of Duty is its own thing. Right? And there may be a few other games that are as big or might be bigger. You know, there definitely are. But you know, we're speaking on COD and we're speaking in the here and now. So I'm looking at the comments. Yo, Jeff B Gaming, what's good? Boycott Activision, what's up? So you know, let's cut that out, right? But here's my thing. Shit, I lost my train of thought. FIFA, I'd say, is as big as COD. FIFA, you know, the sports title. I think the sport. See, but that's the thing, though. If we going like Madden, FIFA, NBA, and maybe GTA 5, right? Those might be real. I think those are really, really high up there as well. And I definitely think that those are, like, if we're talking like the Mount Rushmore of games that make the most money and it's pulling in the most bread and selling the most and topping the charts in terms of MPDs, I think NBAs and Maddens and more so FIFA. I know FIFA's like extremely popular overseas, right? I know it's kind of sort of popular in America, but extremely popular overseas. I think if we're talking the Mount Rushmore of games that's at that COD level as well, you know, you got COD. I give it to FIFA, possibly GTA, because I mean, bro, GTA is at what, 160 million lifetime sales right now, and that game is pulling, bro. That game's making so much bread. It stopped Rockstar from actually making games. It turned Rockstar into a fucking GTA 5 machine. I mean, we're getting GTA 6, thank God, but like, and we got RDR 2, but I mean, they're making so much money from GTA 5. Rockstar became just a GTA 5 machine. Like, that's all they fucking make. It's like, yo, you got almost 1,000 people working here, or even more, and all you fucking making is GTA 5 content for the online shit. Like, that's crazy to me. You get what I'm saying? But you know, the FIFA's, probably NBA. That list is small, man. That list is small. Yo, Soapbox Connor in the building. Connor, what's good, bro? But when it comes to having this conversation, there's a lot of disingenuous takes that's happening, because you have a lot of people that's trying to just throw PlayStation under the bus and saying nothing on PlayStation can match COD, but really and truly, nothing on Xbox or Nintendo can match Call of Duty either. You know, obviously after this acquisition goes through for Microsoft, I guess fanboys, you know, Microsoft, Sony fanboy, Xbox fanboys, like, oh, you know, we got the most popular and we're making the most money off of Call of Duty. You know, I guess, you know, yeah, for bragging rights with that, sure. You know what I'm saying? But really and truly, there's nothing on PlayStation, Xbox, or Nintendo that can match that can match the, yo, Chris Righteous, what's good, bro? Yo, Link, what's good? That can match the financial success that Call of Duty is, the financials, the sales. Nothing can match that. Nothing. But see, here's the thing. With what PlayStation saying here when it comes to influencing users in their console choice, this is true, man, because there are people who solely play and buy Call of Duty, buy a console for COD. They play COD year in and year out. So I could definitely see how, if it were to be exclusive, or if it was to go under Microsoft and do what it do, it can definitely eat into I could definitely see how it can eat into the console sales of PlayStation. I could definitely see that, especially if Microsoft turns around and be like, oh yeah, you know what, we're gonna make the next COD exclusive. Now obviously not the next COD, obviously we know that contractually there's like 2 or 3 more CODs that has to come out on PlayStation. But really and truly, right now we only have Phil Spencer's word to go on when it comes to, after those contractual agreements are made, this is what's gonna happen after the fact. You get what I'm saying? And really and truly, in the land of business, I'm not taking somebody's word over something that's contractually binding. You get what I'm saying? Okay, you're saying that these games will continue to release on PlayStation after these contractual agreements are made. Let's sign a new let's sign a new contract and lock that in. If we're not locking that in, by like a legally binding contractual agreement, I don't trust the word of that. Because how many times do people change their mind all the time? Fellas, how many times has your woman changed her mind in a matter of an hour about something? Or how about if you out shopping for food or shopping for clothes, whatever the fuck, and and you change and you like, oh, you know what, I want this. Then you get to the register and you're like, you know what, I don't need that. Let me put that back. And you put it back. Just that quick, you changed your mind. So for me, in terms of the contractual agreement, sure, right? Like, all right, we know that the next 2 Call of Duties and the next Warzone are releasing on PlayStation. Okay. After that, there is no, as far as we know right now. Now, obviously, things can change later on. Like, there might be some more information. But as of the recording of this show on August 1st, 2022, at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there, to my knowledge, there is no contractual agreement stating that Microsoft will continue to release Call of Duty games on PlayStation after the contractual, the existing contractual agreements are met. Now, PlayStation and Microsoft, they might come out later and say, yeah, we signed a new contract. This is what it's going to be. Whatever. Fine. As of right now, we don't know none of that. We don't know none of that. So and again, this is business, right? If you're trying to get a $70 billion acquisition to go through, you're going to say anything. You're going to say any and everything to make sure that government and the officials and the people who have the power to stop this don't stop it. Yeah, you know, it's just like, I hate to bring politics into this, but it's just like it really is like some politician shit. I mean, politicians go around, they go to these different cities and different states and say, yeah, you know, they listen to all of the people's problems, right? And then, you know, say, yeah, you know, I'm gonna fight for you, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that, and yeah, we're gonna cancel student loan debt, yeah, we're gonna do this, yeah, we're gonna do that. And then, you know, you fall for it, and then you get them into the office, and they don't do even half of what they said they was gonna do for you. You know what I'm saying? People will say any and everything to get your vote, or to get you to be like, all right, yo, Mary in the building. Mary, what's up? Yo, Iron Panther, what's good, man? Appreciate you. But let's continue. Right? So, in the questionnaire, Sony calls Call of Duty an essential game, a blockbuster, a AAA type game that has no rival. PlayStation talking. Hey, yo, PlayStation put it out on the table, boy. PlayStation put it out on the table. I need to know who at PlayStation was having this conversation. Who was the one that was answering this questionnaire? Because we need to have a talk. You understand? You hold the line. Now let me chill. Yo, they were being out, and listen, it's the truth. Corporations and the government is full of propaganda, so we definitely can't trust them so easily. Yeah, that's a fact. Games for eternity, 100%. 100%. Oh, let me get these. Yo, shout out to Damien for being a member. 16 months as a member on the channel. Damien, you know I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to you, man. He says, nah, Persona, Advanced Warfare was pure ass with that damn jumping. Yeah, Advanced Warfare was terrible, but Infinite Warfare was just so much worse, man. Like it was terrible. Yo, I couldn't. Infinite Warfare was horrible, bro. This shit was horrible. I can't. And then it's me, baby 80, man. Appreciate you, man. 2 months as a member on the channel. He says, but it's not that big a deal. It's not that big a deal. That's what they love to say, man. That's what people, when people don't got nothing to add to a conversation, or if they inexperienced, that's the first thing going wrong. It's not that big a deal. You know, they love saying that stupid shit. They love saying that shit, man. It's crazy. According to a 2019 study, the importance of Call of Duty to entertainment in general is indescribable. The brand was the only video game IP to break into the top 10 of all entertainment brands among fans, joining powerhouses such as Star Wars, Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, and Lord of the Rings. Do you understand how big it is to be amongst franchises like Star Wars and Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings? You understand how much money those franchises generate, we're talking like double-digit billions, if not more. And Call of Duty sits among them. That's big, man. You can't not look at that and be like, yo, Corrosive, what's good? Get on the sticks. What's up, man? It's crazy. So then Call of Duty is so popular that it influences users' choice of console, and its community of loyal users is entrenched enough that even if a competitor had the budget to develop a similar product, it would not be able to rival it. So let's talk about that, because I think that's very important, right? Again, Call of Duty moves consoles. That's also a big reason why PlayStation, go back to not last generation, but go back to the generation before that. Remember when Call of Duty had the map packs 30 days early on Xbox over PlayStation? PlayStation dudes had to wait 30 days. That was huge back in the day. And then remember, shift over to PlayStation 4 generation when PlayStation 4 had got all the marketing deals and all that stuff for Call of Duty. It changed that. I think that also played into changing the tides, man, because you see everything synonymous with PlayStation, right? You see Call of Duty everywhere that PlayStation is, right? At tournaments, you see PlayStations. It's big. That stuff is big. And that, if you got popular, Call of Duty YouTubers or Call of Duty clans like FaZe and Optic and all these other people, attached to that PlayStation brand, because I think people have to also look at it like this. It's a large portion of it is obviously the game itself, but I think not equally as big, but I think maybe like a 30% portion of it as well is the influencers behind Call of Duty, the optics, the T-Man, the Tim the T-Man, and the Allies. I know Allies still do some stuff for Call of Duty. Who else? I can't think of like any more COD influencers. It's my brain is like blanking right now, but I think for a lot of the Call of Duty crowd, those influencers also influence where they play, right? So if you see them playing on a PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 4 and they see their favorite influencer or their favorite clan playing on that PlayStation, Toolman, what up? When you see them playing on that PlayStation, that also influences them to be like, oh damn, I want to get caught on PlayStation. That's where my favorite influencer is. That's where my favorite clan is. That's where Optic is. That's where FaZe is. That's where that stuff also plays into it, man. That stuff is a big part of it as well, right? So when you see that dynamic shift the way it does, because even if the games are releasing on PlayStation, you're definitely going to be seeing a huge resurgence not resurgence, but a switch of like where people are going to be playing it in terms of influencers or in terms of like, tournaments and stuff like that. You're going to see a lot of Xboxes, right? Or PC or whatever the case may be. So that's going to already have a big influence on it. So if we're just talking from that perspective alone, so even if stuff was still coming out on PlayStation, you still have that big influence of influencers, Call of Duty influencers, that can influence where people will go in the future to buy Call of Duty or play Call of Duty, which potentially could be on Xbox or PC, right? More so let's leave PC out of it. Let's just talk about Xbox. It could be Xbox. That could be someone that's moving from PS4 to PS5, right? Or wanting to go into next gen and they play COD and want to play a better version of Call of Duty. That can have an impact on where they go. Just that alone. We're not even talking about the game being exclusive to the game not releasing on PlayStation anymore. We're just talking about once the deal goes through and the influencers switch to Xbox as the main platform, right? That in itself will impact and that's not going to be a major number, but that within itself will impact some of consoles that will sell. And that's just the influencer side. You get what I'm saying, guys? Shout out to everybody in the chat too, by the way. Simon, what's good, man? Call Me Jay says COD League also influence. If 20s are on PS, they buy PlayStation. That's what I'm saying. Call Me Jay. All of that stuff, that's just the influencer portion. So you're potentially already losing a percentage of sales, console sales, just off the strength of that alone. We haven't even gotten into if the game is going into Game Pass or if the game stops releasing on on PlayStation altogether. We're just talking about just the changing the consoles that influencers use. You're already seeing a percent. You would already potentially see a percentage of them go away or go to the other platform. I get where PlayStation's coming from. And then when you're talking about something that's rivaling it, in terms of the first-person shooter space, the only shooter that really could rival COD, or not even rival it. Let me not even say it could. The only first-person shooter that tried to rival COD was Battlefield, and we already know how that turned out, year in and year out, destroyed. You understand? Battlefield was the only one that truly tried to rival COD, and they failed. Especially with this latest entry, it failed, man. It failed. It crashed and burned. That 2042 shit was garbage. So, in regards to this, man, I get it. Sony went on to explain how the huge resources Activision puts into Call of Duty are the core reason why it believes the FPS series is unlikely to be rivaled by a competitor. Each annual Call of Duty release takes around 3 to 5 years to develop. As Activision releases one Call of Duty game per year, this equates to an annual investment of hundreds of millions of dollars. Approximately, let's read the whole thing here. Approximately 1,200 people work on each version, and another 1,500 are involved in publishing and distribution. Thus, Call of Duty alone has more developers than most game companies employ across its entire development portfolio, including AAA studios. Look, let's reread that, man. That's important. Let's read this whole thing. Also, given its plans to recruit 2,000 additional employees by 2021, Activision probably expects Call of Duty to become an even more successful in the future. Let's talk about that for a second. I think that's huge as well, right? When you have the bodies, one of the biggest things with the game industry right now is that you have a lot of people vying for talent. It's hard to lock down talent within the industry right now. Everyone is trying to get the best bang for their buck. People are trying to avoid any unnecessary workplace drama or any imbalance to their work life, right? Work-life imbalances and things like that. But not only that, also the reputation of the studios and the games that they're trying to make. It's hard. It's hard to find talent, but it's hard to lock down talent as well. And when you see those types of stories, but then see that Activision has 1,200, 2,700 people that are involved in the making, the developing, the marketing, the publishing, the setting up the meetings with influence, all that stuff. All the people that's involved in just making a Call of Duty work year in and year out, it far exceeds a lot of triple A studio numbers. Then you're talking about adding another 2,000 more developers, and this was I'm sure they probably doubled this by now, because this was by 2021. We're already coming on the end of 2022. So what do those numbers look like? You get what I'm saying? When you have a well-oiled machine like that at Activision, obviously Activision has its other problems and all that craziness that's going on. I'm not really trying to get into that. I'm just speaking about the business and the development, right? When you have someone like that, that's a well-oiled machine, because one of the smart things that Activision did, in my opinion, was when this is like maybe 2 generations ago, they had like 1 or 2 people making Call of Duty, and like the quality of COD was kind of dipping a little bit, right? So they added in Raven Software and Sledgehammer, and now they have like a 3 devs. They had like a 3 dev cycle, so it gave everybody 3 to 4 years to put out the next Call of Duty, and really was ample amount of time to really create and make the best COD possible for that year. And once they did that, it became a well-oiled machine. The same developer is not making the same COD making a COD every year. But when you look at the sheer volume of the people that are at Activision, and when you look at the way they're able to put out CODs every year, full of listen, COD. Say what you will about Call of Duty. Call of Duty has a campaign. It has the multiplayer. It has the zombies. It has the progression system. It has the loot. You know, it has the COD store and all that shit too. It's got all the weapons there, and then they just add new maps and all that in the new seasons every season. Not many first-person shooter teams can do that, and they're doing that every year. COD is stacked with shit to do. Say what you will about Call of Duty, COD is stacked every single year with shit to do. Now the maps might not be perfect every year, but they're there. They're 8 to 10 maps at launch. 8 to 10 maps. A ton of different game modes to play every year. A full prestige and progression system every year. New guns added every season. New maps added every season. New modes added every season. Double XP every other week. Challenges and assignments and contracts and all this shit to do every week. And a fully voiced campaign every year. My fault. Goddamn siren. That's the gaming police. They trying to stop me because I'm talking too much facts right now. Get out of here, gaming police. Every single year, guys. It's hard to keep up that type of volume and that type of productivity for such a long time. And COD has been doing it for 10 years. It's huge, man. It's huge. So then it says, no other developers can devote the same, exactly what I just said, by the way. No other developer can devote the same level of resources and expertise in game development. Even if they could do that, Call of Duty is overly entrenched so that no rival can, no matter how relevant they are, can catch up. Sony went on to note that Call of Duty has been the top selling game for almost every year for the past decade. And for its genre, it's overwhelmingly the best selling. Once again, Koma J says seasons are split into launch and reloaded, so we get maps on season launch and on reloaded. Yep, it's a lot there. It's a lot. Yo, listen, they're pumping out a lot of content on Call of Duty. But to what they're saying here, like again, a lot of studios can't devote that type. Yo, we got studios that's putting out free to play games that can't even keep. Like, yo, it's funny too, right? Yo, back to these Xbox fanboys for a second, right? It's always so funny. Right, and this is why I say, like, yo, when it comes to a lot of these people in this community, they're very disingenuous when it comes to the shit that they to the shit that they preach and the things that they're trying to tell you, right? Because when it comes to like if we compare Call of Duty to Halo, Call of Duty is miles better. Halo Infinite to Vanguard, one of the worst Call of Duties ever released, still a complete experience. And this is why I say when people try to say, oh, well, you know, nothing compares on PlayStation, I'm like, yeah, nothing compares on Xbox or Nintendo either. Like, let's be really real here, man. Right? This last Halo Infinite was dog shit. Unprepared, underdeveloped, no content or lacking content, right? It's lacking a lot. And we've got a Call of Duty, a well-oiled machine with almost 4,000 people pumping out a fully stocked, a fully stacked game every year. You can't compete with that, man. Not even Xbox studios can compete with that. So with Xbox getting this type of work ethic or this type of productivity from a studio and locking this down under their umbrella, that's huge, man. That is huge. That is huge, man. But that also, again, goes back to the conversation, the bigger picture. that also spells for a huge problem for people who are trying to for competition. It poses a huge problem. It definitely does, because no one else can compete with that. No one else can compete with that, man. No one. And again, it's the top selling game year in and year out. At the end of every year, when they do top 10 best selling games of the year, Call of Duty is always there. Sometimes 2 Call of Duties are there. Sometimes you'll have, like, I think it was last year, you had Cold War and Vanguard that was in the top 10. I'm sure this year you'll probably have Vanguard and Modern Warfare 2 that's going to be in the top 10. Every single year. Oh, and in terms of it being like, what did he say here? Which one was it? Yeah, here. Call of Duty is overly entrenched so that no rival, no matter how relevant they are, can catch up. So that's important to note, right? Because like I said, Call of Duty is not just like, at this point in time where we're at right now in time, Call of Duty is not just a game anymore. Hold on. Call of Duty is not a game anymore. It is a game, but what I'm trying to say is it's more than just a game right now. Call of Duty is a franchise. Call of Duty is a brand. Call of Duty is a culture. Shout out to Jamil. I know Jamil coined that term with talking about the gaming community. Call of Duty is a culture. Call of Duty is pop culture. That's what it is now. It's not just a game anymore. It's pop culture. It's culture. It's a culture now. It's not just a game. And when you have other big dogs that's trying to come in, it's hard to dethrone something that's a part of the culture. Y'all get what I'm saying? Am I on base? Am I off base? Y'all get what I'm saying, man? Let me know in the chat, man, if y'all rocking with what I'm saying, man. Shout out to y'all in the chat. Call of Duty is a culture. It's big, man. It's big. It's bigger than just being a game now, man. It's bigger than a game now. It's a culture. And when you're dealing with a juggernaut like that, when you're dealing with a juggernaut like that, it's very hard to dethrone. It's extremely hard to dethrone something like that. Because even on Call of Duty's worst day, it's still not being dethroned. Let me get these super chats. Gian the Don in the building. Shout out to you, Gian, man. Appreciate you for the super chat, bro. He says, real COD fans been wanting COD to improve and add dedicated servers, playlists dedicated to comp play, but still play the game. Fake COD fans will boot up Twitter to cap about a game they don't play. That's what I'm saying, man. Gian is absolutely right. The fans are playing the games. Show me your time. Like, really and truly, show me your time. Show us that you really playing COD. A lot of y'all, a lot of folks in this community not, but they the first ones to, well, you know, I think this is great for gamers.
But this is great for gamers. But this is great for gamers.
This is great for Xbox because, well, you know, Xbox, you know, you wanted Xbox to compete. You said you wanted Xbox to compete, so now they're competing. You should be very happy about this, cause you know.
But this is great for gamers.
These dudes ain't played a lick of Call of Duty. They don't even know how to jump shot. Garbage. Pure garbage. Yo, Strick, man, appreciate you for the super chat, bro. He says, COD is locked in, so nothing can compete at a monetary level. As a COD fan, it's been trash, but we can say that because we actually play COD. I hope Modern Warfare 2 was good, man. What up, brother? Yo, Strick, man, appreciate you. 16 months as a member on the channel. Shout out to my boy Strick, man. Shout out to my boy Strick, man. 16 months. That man been rocking with me since day one. I'm with it, man. Shout out to my boy Strick. Yeah, but Strick, you're right. You're absolutely right. Again, I'm Strictly is 100% right, right? As a COD fan, I can tell you off rip, every Call of Duty is not good. 100%. Every COD is not good. There are some terrible, awful Call of Duties in the series. Awful. Awful. Infinite Warfare, Vanguard, Ghost. I kind of like Ghost. The Honey Badger, guys. I love the Honey Badger. But that goddamn dog that you got when you only got, what, 6 kills, 5 kills? You got that dog that followed you around and was getting all these crazy kills. Garbage. Modern Warfare 3, garbage. Complete and utter garbage. But you know. What are you gonna do, right? Yes, you know what? Jacob Walker, you're absolutely right. Jacob Walker says, we've been getting better games than COD. You're absolutely right. Objectively, you're right. But again, Call of Duty is so ingrained into the culture, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. It does not matter, and that matters. Yo, fake man, bear pig, what up? And then shout out to Demolish guys, man. Appreciate you for the super chat. He says, yo, Persona, I think SOCOM can compete with COD. I just need the right devs and 2 to 3 studios making the same game yearly or bi-yearly like COD. I don't think so. Listen guys, listen. Come a little closer. Come, everybody in the chat, everybody that's watching right now, come a little closer to the computer screen or your phone screen. I want to talk to you for a second. Come just a tad, a little bit closer. Just a little bit closer. Just a little bit more closer. Just a little bit. All right, there you go. Stop. You're too close to the screen. Back up a little bit. Back up a little bit. You're too close to the screen. Back up. Okay, there you go. Right there. Perfect. Listen to what I tell you. Listen and listen good. Listen and listen good, chat. I love SOCOM. I love SOCOM as much as the next person. Listen to what I tell you. I love if they release another SOCOM tomorrow, I'm out in the streets. I'm gonna be screaming in the streets, yo, it's a new SOCOM. People gonna be like, what's wrong with you? It's a new SOCOM. You understand? I'm gonna be extremely happy. I am gonna be extremely happy. If they announce a new SOCOM, I'm starting a space right then and there, and we're gonna have a conversation. But listen to me well. All these people that you see on Twitter, and not you, demolition guy, not you, demolish guy, not you. I'm just speaking a lot of these frauds on social media. A lot of these people on social media that's like, yeah, you know, we need a new SOCOM. They're not gonna buy it. They're not gonna play it. SOCOM too tactical. SOCOM is way too tactical. They're not gonna play that, man. And SOCOM is third person. They definitely not playing that shit. They're not playing that. Nah. All right, Ice Cream, appreciate you pulling up. That's what I'm saying. Carl, that's what I'm saying. I love SOCOM, man. I love it. And if they release a new SOCOM, I'm there day one. SOCOM is third person, and SOCOM is too tactical. They're not going to play that, man. They're not going to play that. They are not going to play that shit, man. People are not going to play it. COD, listen. COD has perfected the gameplay loop, man. COD has perfected the gameplay loop. The gameplay loop of drop in, drop out, super fast twitch shooting, jump shot, drop shot, and all this other shit that you're doing, no scope sniping, all it. It's just too good, man. It's too good, and it's hard to replicate that without, because even if someone were to replicate that like Call of Duty, it would get compared to Call of Duty, and people would just say, why would I play this when I could just play COD? You just cannot compare it. You can't compare. And even when we look at the stats right here, it is synonymous with first-person shooters, games, and essentially defines that category. That said, this is also demonstrated by player engagement on social media. Call of Duty has over 24 million followers on Facebook, versus the 7 million for Battlefield, and over 12 million followers on Instagram versus the 2 million for Battlefield. So even in the social media numbers and engagement, they dwarf the next best thing in terms of someone that was close to trying to rival Call of Duty, which is Battlefield. And it doesn't even compare when it comes to social media and engagement. So even more people are even seeing Call of Duty advertising than Battlefield on the internet. You can't compete with that, man. You can't compete. To say the least, players would be unlikely to switch to alternative games, as they would lose that familiarity, those skills, and even the friends they made playing the games. I just want to have fun with my friends. That whole friend shit, I told y'all about that before. Y'all thought I was capping. I just want to have fun. I just want to have fun with my friends. You think that phrase is bullshit. Listen, the phrase is bullshit, right? But it's a phrase that carries a lot of weight in this community and industry. I just want to have fun with my friends. You see it all the time. People, I'm just glad that I'm playing with my friends. I don't care about winning. All the time. All the time. Call me Jay. It's not about winning. It's about having fun. I just want to have fun. I just want to have fun with my friends. It's about having fun. That friend engagement, that part is. Listen, man. Although I personally don't buy consoles just off the strength of where my friends are. I know there's a lot of people who would or do. So if Call of Duty is only on one platform or found on one place, those people, if their friends are going, they trying to go where their friends are. I think that's it. Yeah. So what did we learn? Right? What did we learn? Now I want to, I'm talking about this from, I talked to you as COD, as Persona the COD player. Now I'm talking to you as Persona the PlayStation preferred console gamer. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. On a serious note though, listen, man, I understand what PlayStation is saying, right? And I think for PlayStation to really, because PlayStation has the facts, data, and statistics. PlayStation has Franco Tech, what's good? PlayStation has the facts, data, and statistics. So if they're speaking like this about Call of Duty, it really does mean something, right? Now, listen, guys, PlayStation Nation, let me talk to y'all for a second too, man. Listen, we do got some of the best games in the industry in terms of quality and shit like that. Do not get it twisted. You understand? We have some of the best games in the industry. Do not get it twisted. PlayStation is releasing some of the best games in the industry. Quality-wise, gameplay, I think it's up there as well, right? But when you're comparing to a juggernaut like Call of Duty, you can't compare. One, because it's single player, right? But two is the sales, man, the money that's being generated and all that stuff, man. It's a lot. It's a lot, man. Because you're not just talking about the sale of the game, you're also talking about the microtransactions and stuff like that. And I also think this is part of why PlayStation is trying to get into this whole games as a service realm anyway, right? Because I feel like PlayStation is trying to build their own quote unquote Fortnite, right? Where it's generating billions. Your Upchuck Gamer, what up, bro? It's generating billions and billions, right? And they just update it and put whatever they put into it and whatever. I think and that's part of why PlayStation picked up Bungie, because Bungie has a lot of expertise in they have a lot of expertise in the console in the games as a service realm. So I think a lot of that stuff is playing into why PlayStation is building this stuff. Amurad says, yo, Persona, did you see the Microsoft docs? theirs got released also. I didn't see Microsoft stocks. I didn't read it. I didn't see it, so I didn't read it. But you know what? We're gonna continue this conversation, but I wanna see what y'all got to say too. COD players. COD players. Are there any COD players in the chat? Pull up, man. I want y'all to pull up and talk to me about this, man. COD players in the chat, man. Join the conversation. I'm in the Discord. Join the conversation. Are there any COD players in the chat? Join the conversation. I want to hear y'all thoughts on this. But from a PlayStation perspective, man, this definitely could hurt I definitely think it could hurt some of PlayStation sales. Now, obviously not all of it. You know, a lot of people over exaggerating, like, oh yeah, if Call of Duty's not on PlayStation no more, PlayStation going to die off. And you got all these people saying this really weird, stupid shit about how, you know, PlayStation can't survive without COD and all this. And this is why I say, this is why I was saying, like, you got a lot of people on this, on PlayStation, on Twitter and Spaces and all this shit, having very disingenuous conversations about this, right? Is this going to hurt PlayStation? I said this way back in the beginning of the year. Yes, it would. But people saying that PlayStation can't survive without COD and all this other shit, and I'm like, well, then where does that leave Nintendo? Because Nintendo hasn't had a fucking Call of Duty for, what, 5+ or more years? And they seem to be surviving perfectly fine. Outside of Mario and Zelda, their other games are only selling in like the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 millions, right? Which is in the realm of where PlayStation games are selling. So what are we really talking about here? Like, this is why I say, like, if we want to have this conversation, let's have the conversation, but let's be real about it. I don't care if you prefer Xbox or PlayStation. I don't care. Let's have the real conversation. You understand? Yes, PlayStation losing Call of Duty, that is going to hurt. I don't care what nobody says. Oh, well, we got this exclusive and we got this and then, oh, we got the 12 live service games. None of those games have been realized. None of those games have been proven themselves. The only one that I'm even putting faith in right now, or there's two. The only two that I'm even putting faith in right now is Factions 2 and Deviation Games, because Deviation Games have some of the veteran Call of Duty developers from Infinity War and Treyarch and all those places. So I'm like, all right, you got my faith. Now let's see what you're working with. Same thing with Naughty Dog. I mean, listen, it's Naughty Dog. I'm gonna put my faith. You get what I'm saying? But that's 2 live service games out of 10. We still got 10 more that we need to see and see what it is and see if they actually have some staying power, right? But when it comes to PlayStation's first party single player games, those to this day are unmatched in terms of quality and in terms of gameplay. They're unmatched. Don't debate me, debate your mother. But them losing Call of Duty is going to hurt. Who in here, man? Shout out to y'all, man. Oh, we got the COD boys. Oh!
It really depends. It really depends what Microsoft does, or how they visualize what happens in a couple of years that are gonna come up, because Sony has marketing rights for Call of Duty for the next 3 titles, and considering that this one in particular is going to be 2 years of development, and it's not going to be a yearly release. Does Warzone count into that? I don't know.
It does. It's supposed to be 2 mainline CODs and then Warzone 2.
Okay. So it really depends on how Microsoft sees it, because Sony is correct, and we also said the same thing too throughout the stream, that COD is a juggernaut. It's an anomaly, basically. There's no game that can touch COD. Like,
they're an anomaly.
Here's a good example of why basically Call of Duty will reign supreme always, no matter what Sony does or any other company does. Last year, when Vanguard came out, it was considered to be absolute garbage. Battlefield had a chance, but it came out and it was absolutely garbage. Halo came out and it was playable and it was fun for like a month, and it was free to play. Halo is you can argue is as big as COD in terms of like recognition, and even Halo couldn't top Vanguard, or couldn't like beat out Vanguard, you know, in the long term. Mm-hmm. So there's really nothing that Sony can do.
In my opinion, if we're talking like Halo of like the Xbox One, of the Xbox OG and 360 era, I'd give you that, because I think at that time Call of Duty was still getting its bearings and trying to cement itself. So I think at that time, Halo and Call of Duty, absolutely. But we're going into the PlayStation 4 generation, and to now, I think Call of Duty has dwarfed Halo in terms of not just
Yeah,
sales, but
especially
I
with
think
Warzone.
I don't even think PlayStation was necessarily trying to I don't even think they're trying to compete. I think they're just acknowledging that, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like they're just acknowledging the fact, like, look, nobody's gonna beat COD. We all know like COD could be trash or whatever. The gameplay loop, they get it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna beat that gameplay loop, whether it's Vanguard, whatever it may be. They're just not gonna beat it at the end of the day. So it really comes down to preference and all of that stuff, man. But look, man, PlayStation, they know what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? They done got Bungie, like you said, Persona. You know what I'm saying, and all that stuff. So I mean, it's COD, bro. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I think COD going free to play anyway. If you want me to be honest, like I think it's eventually going free to play. You see, like a lot of their modes is rumored to be free to play. Warzone free to play, and the traditional multiplayer is falling off. Like it is. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
you got people. Let me ask you a question, Strick, because you got people in the chat saying COD being taken off PlayStation would hurt COD more than PlayStation. I think it would hurt both. What do you think?
It would hurt both.
It's a lose-lose. It's a lose-lose.
Yeah, both can correlate. You know what I'm saying? Like both can be. You know what I'm saying? True. Like it can hurt PlayStation because they always had the marketing rights to play to COD. So of course you would be crazy to think that that's not going to hurt their numbers. You know what I'm saying? However, this is just a guess, but I'm pretty sure Call of Duty, PlayStation gamers probably count for over 50% or 60% of Call of Duty gamers. So
that's not a probably. That's a fact. Now you might be off. You might be off when it comes to the percentages, but when it comes to the COD community, the most of the COD community is on PlayStation.
It's on PlayStation, and that's what I meant. Like
that's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, like
that's what I wanted to.
Yeah, man.
So it's like
the number might be a little bit off.
There's many factors into that, like marketing rights. Before Modern Warfare, it was DLC stuff. So PlayStation had DLC first because of marketing rights. The MLG scene is playing on PlayStation,
To
so on and
me,
so forth. That's why I said it depends on what happens in these next few years.
I don't think marketing rights.
It depends, because if Microsoft says yes, you can have COD, but it's going to be on Game Pass, this and that and the third. We have to see what happens with the casual market. If they see like the value, I guess, in Game Pass and slowly start moving towards Game Pass, and the number of PlayStation and COD gamers start decreasing and the Xbox increasing, it doesn't give Sony enough of a chance to be like, no, like keep Call of Duty on PlayStation because we got the majority of players. But if in 3 years' time, it's the other way around, where Xbox has the most players, or they're like tied or something like that, Xbox could have more of a chance to be like, okay, I'm gonna take it off your platform because you're not the big shot anymore when it comes to COD. It's us now in PC.
It don't really matter for marketing. Like I don't think it matters, because if we can sit here and look at Xbox and see that they don't play their damn games, and that's freaking that's clear because Halo's free to play and the numbers are still low. Like they see more than us. They see the statistics, so they know not to take this shit off PlayStation.
Well, I think
you're right. You're right about that. Real quick, but when a casual walks into GameStop or into Walmart or into Best Buy and they see COD, they see PlayStation right next to it, so they think it's a PlayStation game.
No, but they can buy it. It's about active player base. It's not about initial sales. It's about active player base, because most of their sales or most of their revenue or profit comes from microtransactions. To get that, you have to actively play the game. So I don't even think it matters.
For Warzone, it doesn't. But like traditionally speaking, when like a casual that doesn't, it's not on Twitter, it's not a hardcore gamer like us. We don't like they're not playing the games like we do. They're gonna see a game and they're gonna see blue or green, and depending on the color, they're gonna be like, okay, it's for this platform that I'm gonna buy it on. That's how it normally works. So if Call of Duty starts showing green little ads, like the Xbox, it's get it on Xbox or something because Microsoft is doing it. More people will think it's an Xbox centric game, and they're just gonna buy an Xbox to play it, not knowing that Warzone's free and it can play anywhere, or that it's also on PlayStation.
I think, what up, guys? What up? This is Link. Hold on, baby. I think that you guys are making it seem, at this point I'm hearing makes it seem like casuals don't know Call of Duty is everywhere. Most casuals know that Call of Duty, they're not stupid. They know that Call of Duty is a multi-platform game. That's all I got to say.
I mean, yeah, they do, right? But I do think, back to what PlayStation was saying, where like, you know, it could hurt the actual sales of the console. And again, back to Colby J's point, if everyone is seeing that it's available, you know, because it's not just the game, right? It's the influencers as well. It's the tournaments. It's COD League. It's all of that stuff, right? If all of those consoles are being replaced with an Xbox, now you have Xbox at the forefront of one of the juggernauts within the industry that no one else can compare to. That's definitely going to eat into some of PlayStation's sales. Now, obviously, not all of it. Like, and this is why I say, like, it's very disingenuous, some of these conversations that are being had on Twitter, because you just got people saying PlayStation's dead, they can't survive without Call of Duty, and I'm just like,
because they don't care.
Where do you people
they don't
come
even play
from?
cards.
That's what I'm saying. But this is shit I'm hearing in like spaces. Anyway, yo, the young John, what up, bro?
What up, Persona?
What's good? Who are you in the chat side know?
Who am? Oh, Shattered Youth.
Oh, Shadow Youth, what's good, bro? Appreciate you, man. Go ahead, give us your thoughts.
What's good? Another part that a lot of people are missing, the nuance of this conversation, which I'm sure you've already touched on as well. If you look at by franchise sales, Call of Duty, the only thing that's beaten Call of Duty is Tetris and Mario. What Microsoft would be leaving on the table by taking Call of Duty off PlayStation would be unreal, and I don't even think they're even considering doing that. And the only advantage they could ever get is, oh, put this on Game Pass Ultimate, not even just Game Pass PC or regular Game Pass. You got to buy Ultimate to get COD, right? Because they're not just going to put it behind some, $6 a month. Nah, they want you to pay for the whole thing, first off. And secondly, even most casuals, most of them are like, $110 a year. I'm just going to buy the game. Just like Jay was saying, I'm just going to buy the game from Best Buy. I got my $60, $70, whatever they decide to charge, and I have it. But I know Microsoft, especially Phil Spencer, is sitting there like, hey, we may be getting dog walked this generation already, but by trying to force people to buy Xbox, that's just going to hurt the sales, especially people who can only afford one console. They're still getting your money from Call of Duty, and the only way I could see maybe they pull some stuff is like, hey, we're still going to let you have Call of Duty on PlayStation, we're going to let you have Destiny on Xbox, but hey, consider putting Game Pass cloud stuff on PlayStation so people can play their other first party games without buying an Xbox, you know? That could be the leverage though too, because Destiny is also very, now obviously it ain't no COD, like let's not get it twisted, right? But you know, having a veteran developer like Bungie behind you and having Destiny, which is extremely popular and is also has a very thriving community, that could be some type of leverage going into the next game. Where it's like, oh yeah, you know, you want the next. It's
definitely not going to leave PlayStation. That's just a fake narrative that bots are pushing.
Yeah,
like it's not leaving PlayStation.
I mean,
that's why. Like, why do people think? You know what I'm saying? When that whole, you know, the whole FTC thing came up and they start clarifying
FTC?
shit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know the soundbite. They were like, yo, we not, you know, like, no, we're not doing that, and this, that, and the third, because they know they can't take it off PlayStation, and even if they did, it would hurt them just as much. You know what I'm saying? So it's a catch-22 regardless. So they're not stupid. This is my thing.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying though. I wanted to add to what Jan said, because it's not that they're going to yank it off of PlayStation. That's not their strategy. Their strategy is to get most of those casual PlayStation COD players to move over to Xbox. And marketing is one of those ways. MLG stuff is another way, because there's a lot of kids that want to be, you know, on those pro guys or whatever. And if they're playing on PlayStation, but they see the tourneys on Xbox, they can't go in because he's on PlayStation. And another final point is Game Pass. Like I said, Young Joe was talking about Game Pass, and not only can they just put COD there for the Ultimate subscribers, but they can put all of the 360 backwards compatible games that they already have on their store and be like, here we go, get on Game Pass. It's like, not only do they pay $120 a year for the new COD, they get all the older CODs if they want to play with their friends on the older versions of CODs. That's it. See, but this is my thing. My thing is this though. There is no contractual agreement, legally binding agreement that says that Xbox needs to keep putting COD on PlayStation after the previous contractual agreement of the the 3 games are met. That's my whole thing. A lot of people are putting stock into just the word of Phil Spencer, and you know, dealing with business, I wouldn't do that personally, because people can change their mind. Like I said at the beginning of the show, people can change their mind all willy-nilly. How many times have you said you were going to eat this, but then you got to the fridge and said, you know what, no, I'm gonna make this instead? That's just from you walking from your couch or bed or whatever to the fridge.
You understand? People change their minds so sporadically and so quickly that I would not put 100%. Now, I'm not saying that Phil Spencer would not stand on his word, because if he didn't, you know, public perception and all that bullshit, which whatever. But ultimately, I would look at that and say, okay, this is what they're saying they're going to do, but is there any type of legally binding contractual agreement that says that they will stand on that? No, there is. As of right now, there isn't. So for me, I can't put 100%. I can't put 100%.
I'm sorry. If you was a bot, I'd have let you slide with that horrible gaming tape that you just said.
Go ahead,
well, I'm not going. You my bro, so I'm not going to let you slide.
Okay, go ahead.
What did we can't be like using? We can't be using like, yo, I'm walking out the bed and I switch up what I want to eat when it comes to business. What did this man say? What did this man say in his statement addressing everybody when it came to Call of Duty? I just got off the phone with partners, with partners. There's things that's already in contract, bro. He just came out and claimed and said to y'all, this game is not going multiplayer. This game is not staying exclusive on Xbox. It's going to still stay remaining on multi-platform, and they're gonna abide by all the contract agreements that they already have set in place.
The existing,
where are you getting this? There's no contract signed. Where are you getting this statement from? After
I'm talking about after because what tangible contract has been put forward after that? They spoke.
We don't see it,
brother. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, though. We did not see anything, so I'm not going to put 100% faith into that.
So is there a contract with PlayStation and Activision right now?
See, we know that they have the marketing rights and the marketing deal, and we know that contractually. We know that contractually they have to. No. Boy, you know I ain't one of these Twitter niggas. I'm not.
What is he talking about?
What is he talking about? What I'm saying is,
if
so then,
bro, I'd remain quiet and just let him get cooked. But nah, I'm not gonna have it. You're not making it. Doesn't make any sense here.
Okay, so then if that's the case, then why are they even saying this to the Brazilian government if this is how if there's already a contractual
these are statements that they have. These are statements what they're saying. They probably made these statements probably even like new. These are probably like old statements that have been brought up through FTC or whatever regions, because Xbox is heavy in Brazil as well, and all that stuff is being brought up. These are things that PlayStation or Sony is just saying the detriment that it can happen with Call of Duty going into a service like Game Pass, or Call of Duty going exclusive over to Xbox or whatnot. But I feel like people are just listening, but they're not reading what is being said in these statements, because there's no inkling of this game staying exclusive. There's no inkling of this game going into Game Pass, where everybody is just assuming these shits.
I'm not assuming anything of this going into Game Pass. I'm assuming more so just the marketing rights changing and how that can affect PlayStation's
of course the marketing rights going to change.
Of course they are. That's what I'm saying.
It's going to be their property.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that you got to look at what Activision is saying too. Everybody's just reading what PlayStation is saying. Activision is saying going forward, we have a premium content product from 2023 or moving forward. Let me actually get the statement real quick, because I feel like everybody want to just nitpick on these articles. You can't nitpick business statements.
Barry, I just went through the entire article, brother. I didn't nitpick nothing. We just went through the entire article.
It's saying here, Activision's expand studios to continue to make strong progress on an innovative mobile experience that will extend to Warzone, to the largest and fastest growing platform across the Call of Duty ecosystem. The teams are well positioned support these launches with substantial live operations. Will also continue development of a new premium content plan for 2023 and beyond. Now, everybody keeps saying Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass. If a statement like that, you're not going to say premium content and apply that to a Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass. When you talk about premium content, well, you can. Well,
my thing with Game Pass is I think this going into Game Pass would eat into Xbox's profits as well, because you wouldn't be getting the 100% return on investment like how you getting right now, where people are buying the game and buying microtransactions. Now they might see that Red, mute your mic, bro. The Red, what's his name? Yeah, Red Magic. Mute your mic, bro. You got like a lot of reverb. Thanks.
Also, the thing is, yeah, I agree with you. Call of Duty is a huge game, and it will be a detriment just to have it only in there. They're not going to have it only in Game Pass if it's going to Game. I'm not saying I doubt it, but I'm 50-50 on that, especially what Activision is saying here in the statement.
Let me touch on this. This is, first of all, this is not even like this whole Microsoft and Activision. This ain't got shit to do with COD. This ain't got nothing to do with COD. You know what I'm saying? COD, it has nothing to do with COD. So it's bigger than that. That's why they came out and said, like, hey, it's a premium product. You know what I'm saying? We're going to continue to put it on other platforms. They have to. You know what I'm saying? That's why they were so worried. But that's why they said that to the FTC. They're like, yo, we're going to do this. We're going to, because this is business and it's bigger than COD. COD ain't got shit to do with this deal. It's all about metaverse and shit like that.
Right. This statement here is they're talking about Call of Duty.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is this Activision and they have to acknowledge it because, you know, Call of Duty is a part of Activision. It's a big part of Activision, so they have to acknowledge it. But this deal, Microsoft and Activision, it's not about COD. It's not.
Yeah, we know it's
not,
about
bro.
King
Yeah,
and about WoW and all that other stuff.
Microsoft, because they getting King and all that
yeah,
stuff.
but we're not. But fuck all that. We're talking about the
PlayStation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're talking like in turn. I get what you're saying strictly, and I agree. It to Microsoft and the overarching business dealings. It's about the even bigger moneymaker, really, which is, you know, Candy Crush and all that other stuff, right? But in the console space and where we're at and where we congregate and what we're dealing with, COD is that big picture for us, where it's like, yo, if COD is not on this platform, or if it shifts to, you know, which it obviously will shift marketing to Xbox and all that stuff can hurt the sales of PlayStation. It can hurt the sales. And I think that's what PlayStation is talking about, and that's where I'm getting at, right? And like I said, when it comes to whatever they spoke about on the phone, we don't know what that conversation looked like. We'll probably never know that, and we don't know what type of new contract was drawn up, right? Jim Ryan seemed confident. When I agree with Barbara, what he's saying, Jim Ryan seemed confident. But what I'm saying is, listen, man, they still own, like, once this is owned by Microsoft, what they say goes, man. They can say, oh yeah, you'll get a COD every other year. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's what they say go, man. And that's why I'm not putting 100% stock into whatever quote unquote conversation was being had.
This is somewhat off topic, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna kind of leave it at this for at least my opinion. This is why I bring up the whole Apple and PlayStation partnership, because now they have a whole controller coming out, and they're probably going to be bringing out a lot of mobile first person shooters. They're going to be tapping into that market. So that's why they're kind of planning ahead. You know what I'm saying? So all of that correlates in some type of way. You know what I'm saying? But that's just kind of my,
yeah.
You know.
PlayStation already had the contingency plan set. Like, they already have a lot of partnerships when it comes to multiplayer games with Deviation, which is, you know, pretty much Treyarch, the Haven, the Firewalk, and all that stuff. They have those same things in place. They are developing, or they have 10 live service games coming, which doesn't mean technically free to play, but, you know, possibly gonna have something there. But at the end of the day, like, PlayStation have that stuff in place. Yeah, they're gonna be trying to capture that Call of Duty game on PlayStation, exclusive to PlayStation. But time being, yeah, I don't know why people are making this into a big deal as far as like what PlayStation is saying. Like, it's factual what they're saying. It's no different than if they was vice versa, or let's say Destiny is not going to be on Xbox no more. Xbox will be making the same fucking statement. You know how much profits and money that they make off of Destiny when it comes to all they microtransactions or whatever they can buy on there, and
it's a lot, but it's nothing compared to Call of Duty.
Xbox would definitely miss that on their platform. So yeah, PlayStation is saying that, and they're saying that with the whole Game Pass. What people are not thinking of is that Game Pass is not just on the fucking console. So when you see that whole 60-80%, there's no competing service on PlayStation on PC. You know what I mean? So when they talk about market share or mind share, they're talking about the
PC
console
as well,
and on PC.
Yeah.
And mobile because of xCloud.
Oh yeah, mobile as well. So they're dealing with 3 platforms versus 1 with the.
Yep. And the TV.
Crazy. Yo, Chris, what's up, man?
Yo, what's up? What's up, guys?
Chillin',
You
man.
ponies are panicking? No, I'm kidding.
Also, I'm listening in the chat room.
Nah, hey man, listen, ain't shit to panic out because
I know.
when shit hit the
I
fan,
know.
I got everything, so I'm playing my games.
Right, you still got that. You still got that
These
PC.
bots is capping, Chris.
No, I know. There's been a lot of capping, but that's just the nature of this shit. But in the Call of Duty situation, first of all, it really doesn't bother me what happens to Call of Duty because I don't really play the series like that anymore. So it doesn't. Whatever happens to it, I mean, it's whatever to me. As far as like the future of the series, I do think for the foreseeable future, Call of Duty will remain multi-platform, right? But I do agree with the premise of Persona saying that anything can change, right? After these contracts are fully obliged and they fulfilled all the contracts or whatever, shit can change. But to me, as a business, I don't see why Microsoft will want to change that because the moment they take it off of PlayStation and then the moment they say, hey, it's on Game Pass or whatever, they're going to lose a shit ton of revenue, right? They're going to lose a whole bunch of revenue and stuff like that, and they're going to lose way more money if they do it that way or whatever. So I don't really see them taking the main series off of PlayStation, at least in the foreseeable future. But we don't know. What I wanted to come in here and say is I saw a lot of dumbass analogies, right, on Twitter, of course, about like, oh, well, PlayStation, y'all had no issues, money hadn't Final Fantasy, and
I was gonna bring that up right after. Go ahead, Chris. Lead it to it.
You took that away from gamers and shit like that. And what people need to understand is like it's really not the same because COD, being a service-based game, being a yearly game that sells anywhere between 25 to 30 million, that's a huge chunk of the market. That's a huge chunk of like the gaming market and stuff like that COD generates. Final Fantasy is not doing that. There's not a Final Fantasy game released every year where they're selling 25 million. I mean, I would like that, right? But it's not doing that or whatever. And then when we look at the numbers between the platforms, right? Last game was Final Fantasy 15. It was like an 80-20 or a 90-10 split between both of them when it comes to sales. So Sony paying for that exclusivity is not as much of a detriment to Xbox or whatever as what Call of Duty will be to PlayStation and just the industry in general, right? It'll be like if Grand Theft Auto 6 all of a sudden was a PS5 exclusive, right? That would just be a whole that would be crazy and stuff like that, right? But I saw people saying that, and the same thing with Street Fighter and shit like that. What people don't understand, Street Fighter 5 was made because PlayStation funded it, right? Not because PlayStation, they're like, let me make this exclusive to keep it off of Microsoft. No, it was like, hey, Capcom, are y'all gonna make another Street Fighter? No, we don't got the money. All right, well, here's some of the money, make the game. That's why it became exclusive or whatever. So a lot of people are saying these dumbass analogies that, PlayStation has no, issue taking games away or whatever. It's not the same. It's not the same level of impact as Call of Duty. Yeah, it's not. It's not like these games, right? Much as I love Final Fantasy is nowhere near the popularity and the moneymaker as Call of Duty, right? I don't even think Final Fantasy 14, and that game is huge, right? It's still raking in the same type of revenue and stuff like that. But yeah, but if Microsoft does decide to pull it away, right, and put it on Game Pass or whatever, they're just gonna lose a lot of money, and the revenue is gonna go down and shit like that. They're gonna lose billions of dollars or whatever. So I don't really see them pulling off of the system anytime soon. But we'll see. But you can never say never. Maybe later on, maybe Call of Duty really does start declining, right? Because the series is technically declining, but you go for 25 million one year to 24 million. That's the decline, right? Like a million less copies sold or some shit like that. So it's really not a huge decline. The series is still popular. A lot of people still play the game. A lot of people still gonna enjoy the game and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens, man. But a lot of these people, but I mean, I could understand Sony, like that's a huge third party game that they had the marketing for that brought in a lot of fucking money for them. Call of Duty brings in a lot of money for PlayStation and whatnot. So if Microsoft would just to take that under them, that's a huge hole that they're gonna have a hard time filling because no other game competes for Call of Duty in terms of the popularity that it does. Battlefield tried it. Battlefield, kind of got close sometimes
Shit
every now and
garbage.
again, but they never really was able to grasp at that same level of popularity. Whichever one you think is better, I mean, is whatever, right? So a lot of people think Battlefield better, whatever. I'm not here to debate that, but there's really no other first-person shooter, no other
I'll
game.
debate it. Battlefield garbage. I'm sorry, go ahead, my fault.
Yeah, that's a yearly game that sells between 20 to 30 million every single year. Like every single year. That's a unique franchise of its own. As much as I don't like Call of Duty nowadays or whatever, it is a unique franchise of its own. So Microsoft saying that no, it's not a unique or is whatever. No, that's straight cap. They're just trying to make it seem like if they take Call of Duty, it's not going to be that big of a deal to the industry in general, which it is.
Cap.
So
Yep.
we'll see what happens.
Yep. You're absolutely right. Anything you want to add, John?
Yeah. In terms of what Chris is saying, he's totally right about Call of Duty and Final Fantasy, because I think for lifetime sales as of June, Call of Duty has sold more than 2.5 times what Final Fantasy has sold, and Final Fantasy got like 16, 17 games.
Yeah, I think Final Fantasy is like 135 million, I think, in total.
Yeah, they're 161 lifetime as of June, and then Call of Duty is 425 million sales total.
That's
It's
crazy though,
like,
when you think about it though, because that's pretty big. Like when you look at Tetris and Mario, they've been out for well over 3 decades, and Call of Duty's only been a thing, since what, PS2?
Yeah,
So
2002. It came out.
So what,
2003.
So like 20 years now, 21 years. So you telling me it's number 3 in a span of 21 years? Something that Tetris and Mario, that's crazy, man. That's huge.
Yeah, and it's actually amazing how they're able to do that with a yearly based game, right? Like every year there's a new Call of Duty, and every year it sells like crazy, and they're able to keep up with like an actual complete package for the most part. Like I know I hear you and Jay Barry complain about it all the time and whatever, but it's still impressive that they're able to turn these games around so quickly and still be like a complete package and sell that much and still grab a lot of people this many years later. I mean, like the only other franchise I can think that still does that it's probably like Pokemon or something like that.
Yeah, Pokemon is really hot. Yeah, Pokemon, that still sells. Like I'll
Call
still
of
buy
Duty
Call of
is an
Duty.
event. It don't matter how you feel about the game. You can dislike the games of the last ones. Like even like Vanguard, I'm not too much of a big fan of it. Modern Warfare, I hated that game with a passion. Cold War, I loved it. But regardless of how you feel about it, it's always just an event. You know what I mean? People are going to buy it. People are going to get into the hype. It's one of those games where other people see other people hype for it, and they just want to get it just to get it.
Yep.
You get into your games, it's
That's
quick.
FOMO.
Boom, boom, boom. Keep it moving. The process of what Call of Duty is, it just sells well. It fits all types of gamers. So
Crazy.
And they're always
Stone, what
dropping
up?
content, unlike Halo Infinite.
Do y'all think this deal gonna go through? I think it is.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's going to go through
It's gonna
because
go through.
even Kotick, he's made a statement saying whatever. Got Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, Overwatch coming this year and all that stuff. And we're just waiting to finalize the whole 95 shares with Microsoft. Per shares with Microsoft.
Yeah, it's definitely going to go through. So, I think it'll be interesting to see how how quickly the dynamic changes. But one of the final things that I definitely, especially you, Barry, I'm gonna start with you with this. One of the things that really is just funny, let's talk about the community for a second, right? And how hypocritical a lot of people in this community are, where, you got a lot of people saying that PlayStation cannot survive without Call of Duty, and you got all these new age Call of Duty fans that never played COD, not new age, but like, haven't played COD in like 5+ years, or have always downplayed COD and call it trash or the same rehash bullshit or whatever. Yo, what's your thoughts on that shit you've been seeing on Twitter today, man? Like, I know you've seen a lot.
I've been seeing some crazy, I've been seeing some crazy ass takes on Twitter, man. Not even just Call of Duty, but we're gonna stay focused on the Call of Duty. But yeah, man, it's no different than I remember when when PlayStation acquired Destiny. I mean Bungie, and you guys are checking a whole bunch of people like how much hours you put in Destiny and all that bullshit. With people. So it's no different now on the Xbox side. It happened on the PlayStation side with the acquisition. Now Xbox side is happening, but it's happening more frequently here because these guys are super loud. You know what I mean? I'm seeing a whole bunch of spaces going live talking about this acquisition and what it can do for Xbox. Meanwhile, none of these dudes play the goddamn game. But yeah, PlayStation, I don't think if PlayStation is going to be dead in the water with the whole the acquisition of Activision, because even when it was announced, last year or early this year? What did
early this year? It was this year in January.
When?
January.
So January,
yeah.
And they took that 20 billion market value hit.
Yeah.
They still bounced back from it.
I was gonna say that's normal though. Like
I mean that's normal when it comes to like news like that and stuff like that.
That stuff is expected.
And they bounce back from that. Like PlayStation, I think PlayStation is setting themselves up where they can have their own. I'm not saying they're going to have their own Call of Duty, but they're going to have their own type of shooter that is going to be, entwined with like PlayStation fans. So it's going to be like exclusive with PlayStation fans or however they feel that they're doing it. I see the contingency plans.
How much faith you putting into this deviation game? You think this deviation? Because it's the COD vets, man.
All my favorite deviation. Those are like Treyarch is one of my favorite developers, and majority of all the people that from Treyarch from the days that I love Treyarch in Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, even some Black Ops 3, they all in deviation games. They're all the head people outside of the what's my man name? The nerd dude with the glasses. Vandahar. Everybody else is over at deviation games. So like all my favorites in there. Hopefully they have a great product. Just because
I mean, they can have a product that's better than Call of Duty, right? In terms of like how it plays and stuff like that. But is it gonna have the same impact? I don't think so. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it'll have the same impact. But if it can be something that's sustainable on PlayStation, I can see it being a good like secondary.
If PlayStation can market it like how they market COD, you know what I mean? I think it'll be successful with it. That's going to have to build up years upon years to get to Call of Duty level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where people's just going to be like, all right, Call of Duty's coming out, I'm just going to buy it. You know what I mean? But I feel like if they push who Deviation is and who these studios are, and if their game is as intuitive and streamlined like Call of Duty, I think they're going to have pretty much success there.
Let me get this super chat. Hold on, Chris. I'm gonna let you guys. I just want to get the super chat. Yo, Caleb, man, appreciate you, man. 16 months as a member on the channel. He says all Microsoft is doing is trying to downplay the acquisition. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Viper, appreciate you for the super chat. He says it all boils down to one question: is Microsoft willing to take a marginal loss to accept to severely cripple PlayStation? That's the main question. I mean, they've been taking a marginal loss with Game Pass. Game Pass hemorrhaging money. So
they take a huge loss with the Activision buyout.
Yeah, that's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money up front. So it's like, I mean, I don't know how many more losses Microsoft is going to take though, bro. Because contrary to popular belief, Xbox is not taking these losses. Microsoft is. Microsoft is the one paying the bills. Microsoft is taking these losses. Right. So how much more is Satya going to be like, yeah, we just threw 70 billion. It's 3 years later and we're not really seeing a jump in our numbers on Game Pass or in our console sales or whatever. Let's just throw another 15. Let's throw another. So I don't know how much long he's going to keep doing that. But again, the pivot, I think, for Microsoft is just being a third-party publisher.
And another thing people got to look at in terms of like the series of the future, whether it remain on PlayStation or not. Well, we can look at a game that has almost the same level of impact that Microsoft bought and purchased back in 2013, 2012, which was Minecraft, right? They bought Minecraft, they own Minecraft, but since they bought them, they've come out with two different Minecraft games. They came out with Minecraft Story or Story Mode, and they came out with Minecraft Dungeons, right? Both of those games came to PlayStation well after the game release. Those could have been Xbox exclusives and all that stuff, but those games still came to PlayStation. Those games didn't even hit that much. So it's hard for me to see Call of Duty not being on PlayStation even after the buyout. personally. But we don't know. Anything can happen, right? And then it could be like this for the next 5 years, and then all of a sudden Microsoft be like, no, we have enough on Game Pass that, you know, or we're earning enough revenue that we're satisfied with, and we can just cut the plug.
Yeah.
But I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Yeah. Link, you got anything you want to add here? Okay, cool.
Yo. I really think these documents. I think they're from Brazil, right?
Yes.
And so we were in the spaces earlier, and there was a guy who had looked. You know, obviously people are going to look over these documents and find certain things to sensationalize and stuff. But it was some other things that comments that Microsoft made about taking the game off of PlayStation and talking about their service. You know, taking the game away from PlayStation would just be too much of a financial hit for them to do that. Now they could be saying that because they're trying to get this deal approved, but it just doesn't. For me, it just doesn't sound like it makes good business sense to take the game away from the platform where it's the most popular and where you make. I mean, you're talking about just throwing away billions of dollars. I don't know a company that loves money like Microsoft that would do something like that. So
very true.
It's possible, but it just doesn't make good business sense. And that's what Microsoft is saying is it doesn't make good business sense financially to throw away that money that they continue to make. And I'm not even entirely sure this game is going to go into Game Pass day and date like a lot of people think it is, because that also wouldn't make good financial sense. And, you know, you had Matt Booty comment about the acquisition of Activision and saying they would love to put a lot of the games that Activision makes in the service, but not all of the games that Activision makes. So people thinking that everything in the Activision portfolio being on Game Pass day and date might be a little mistaken.
So Guapzilla said that Microsoft also confirmed in court that taking Call of Duty off of PlayStation isn't economically viable.
Yeah, that's part of all of that. So they were talking. There was a guy who was looking over the documents and read through a lot of the stuff, and you know, Microsoft did make that statement.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's common sense. I mean,
that's what I just said when I came in here, man.
No, I heard what you said, Barney. I'm just saying that's what Guap just said as well. No, I mean, listen, that's absolutely correct, man. And that's why, you know, but I'm just saying, like, you know, my whole thing is more so just coming from this mindset of, you know, how could this affect just the whole deal in general? It could affect PlayStation, you know. And I'm not just talking about, you know, taking the game off. It's all of it, man. And, you know, that's stuff to definitely think about. But as a PlayStation guy and as a Call of Duty, more importantly, as a COD player, I'm going to always play COD. But I'm also an anomaly.
COD is trash. we throwing that thing in the garbage, man.
Once Deviation come out, right? Yeah, we got you.
Good.
Deviation, Uncharted, and not Uncharted, and Factions, man. We good to go. But nah, you know, I'm an anomaly because, you know, I have everything. You know, I'm a neutral, right? So, I can go where the games are.
Yeah.
You know when you said that mean you hurt, bro.
What you mean, boy? Ain't nobody hurt on. What is there to be hurt about, brother?
Yo, you hit us with the Xbox fake neutral statement. I can go here, right? Yo, get out of here.
I put it like this, right? Call of Duty exploded like crazy during the 360 era, right, with Modern Warfare and stuff like that. Microsoft had the marketing, and they had like the 30-day, you know, maps where you get the 30 days, or you get the map pack or whatever, like 30 days earlier than PlayStation or whatever, right? One of the biggest reasons why the 360 sold well was because of Call of Duty, because of the marketing and the online and stuff like that.
Yep.
And PlayStation still caught up to them and was still able to surpass them at the end without that marketing or whatever. So yeah, it's gonna hurt them without the marketing and stuff like that. But I don't think it's gonna be anything too crazy. I don't think it's gonna this doom and gloom and it's like, oh, you know, and then there's gonna be some mass exodus of people leaving PlayStation to go to Xbox and shit. It's not gonna play out the way people think it's gonna play out. I think that's all delusional.
Listen,
outtakes.
People, as much as people riding Call of Duty, you know, PlayStation still got a lot of stuff in their repertoire as well. You know what I'm saying, in terms of their single player games and everything else. And COD's not going nowhere for at least the next 3 years. So, you know, Xbox fanboys just gonna keep saying, you know, wait till this, wait till that, wait till the future, wait till this, wait till that.
Yo, they got a contract. They got all this talks that they doing, everybody's doing, yo, they gotta wait like 2-3 years.
3
bro.
years. Yeah. Yep. So
I tell you one thing, PlayStation better bring back that SOCOM and that Resistance and that.
telling
you
y'all,
know,
yo,
there's
y'all
other
keep asking
games.
for SOCOM.
Yeah.
Listen, I want another SOCOM too, but they listen.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, man.
People in this
I
community
want
not
a new
gonna play
Killzone
that.
and Resistance. That's what I want.
Resistance,
yeah,
yes.
that's what you should want. Yeah.
100% resistance. But
Resistance, yes. Killzone, no. I'm sorry, I never really got into that franchise. Resistance, absolutely.
well, speaking of which, I definitely want to play Killzone before they shut the servers down. I'll probably play it this weekend. But yo, y'all got anything else y'all want to add? Anything else y'all want to talk about? Y'all good?
Nah, man, just it is retarded, man. The shit that's on Twitter, what people
He's ponying
like, huh?
He's ponying
No, it's not just that. But it's not even dumb. It's like the bots as well too. It's like it's crazy. Like when like the 37% profit, because it's like PlayStation's total revenue was down like 1%, right? It was like 1 or 2%, right? Versus Xbox was down like 7%, and then PlayStation posted that they were down 37% profit, but Xbox doesn't post any fucking profit at all. Like they don't make profits, right? It's like which is crazy. Even with that 37% down, they still made profit, right? While Xbox, they don't place no profits or whatever. And you know, people, it's crazy the level of things like, you know, the level of hate like PlayStation like receives and shit like that when it comes to like, you know, the dumb, like it was like with dumb shit like that. Like I don't.
PlayStation hurting them, bro. Yo, I was in a Paris space. My bad, person bring up names. Yo, I'm just listening. And everybody that came up in there was like, "Yo, man, yo, how do you feel about it?" They come off like they neutral. Like, how do you feel about this? Where
I'm a neutral.
Where Chris mentioned earlier, PlayStation did all these exclusive deals and they took it off of Xbox, and now they gotta pay. But now everybody, I'm like, yo.
Well, that's it's funny. It's funny you say that though, because that also plays into how people truly feel, man. I'm telling you, man, people always gonna show their true colors. A lot of people were definitely hurt at the fact that PlayStation is doing timed exclusive deals and things like that, and so they're looking at the Activision acquisition and wanting Call of Duty to not be on PlayStation because they want to see PlayStation fail and cease to exist.
Persona, exclusives don't matter, but they want it. Yo,
it does, but that's what I'm saying. It does matter. It always mattered. Mattered.
That's my issue with the gaming community. Is like I feel like not major, but I feel like majority of these gamers in here, they don't have a stance on what they like and what they want from gaming. It's just these go with the wind motherfuckers that be like, oh, I don't like this, but since they're doing it, okay, let me just ride with it. You know what I mean? It's so annoying listening to people like this because I'm like, yo, I don't hear no passion, no enthusiasm. You just going with the wind, wherever the picks, where the wind flow with your picks. You know what I mean? It's just annoying. Like you don't have a stance for nothing. You got no backbone at all when it comes to anything gaming. PlayStation, I don't think that's the games. Yeah, like PlayStation could be like, we're not making no narrative driven games no more. They be like, yo, multiplayer is the shit, right? It's just like, yo, it'd be crazy.
Yo, that's what I be saying. I'd be like, yo, I want PlayStation to bring back this and that. You know what I mean? Bring back JRPG. Well, you know, they don't make no money and they don't, you know what I mean? And I was like, bro, why you going against me? Like, and just like you said, they go with the win. Like, oh, I mostly avoid Bethesda game. Oh, I'm super hyped for Starfield. You know what I mean? Now that they
I remember when they was getting at me when I was bringing that up. I was on Mooch podcast. I did my own videos on Whoops. When I was like, yo, when the whole Japan studio stuff, and then I was like, yo, PlayStation moving, like they moving toward being more European centric and all that stuff, and people was bringing up numbers. They were showcasing what they profitable. I said, what does that have to do with what you want or what you like? You can't be sitting down here in these spaces and these podcasts and say you like RPGs and you want these games to come back, but then now you hear news about this studio, transitioning or changing over, and they be like, yo, this is the trend again. It's like, yo, these people got no backbone at all, bro.
Yeah, honestly, that topic is exhausting. I know a lot of people are annoyed and tired of me bringing it up every fucking month, so I'm not gonna go too into it. But Yeah, it's just I can't stand these fake ass gamers.
They try to come at me and Persona with it. They try to come at me because we had it as a topic like months ago, and you know, people in the chat was like, "Nah, why would they do that? It don't make no money." Would you want them not to make Uncharted? I was like, nobody's saying that.
Yo, that's
bro.
what I'm saying. Like people always
that.
take it to the extreme. I'm like, yo, man, listen. I love JRPGs, man. Like PlayStation, there's a part of the market where PlayStation is lacking. You get what I'm saying? They gotta fix that, man. I think them getting Square would ultimately fix that, like 100%. But you know, even if they weren't to get Square,
but they don't even take that stance, that step. To be honest, they have enough there already.
Well, that's what I'm saying. In terms of their existing IPs, like what they have, the fact that these IPs have been dormant for so long, and like you haven't touched none of them, like none, it's an L, bro. They gotta fix that, man. That's something
my
they
whole
need to
thing
fix.
is that PlayStation understood that multiplayer on a first party standpoint, they need to deliver or they need to do better, right?
Yes.
Or they need to be more consistent.
Yes.
So they're
investing billions
to that.
Billions, bro.
Yeah,
what is that? 40 billion?
And
Crazy.
yo, people didn't want to listen to me when I sat down and told them about live service games and how I feel like, you know, with live service games, it always becomes the priority. And people was like, nah, man, they now where majority of the money is going to is live service games in a matter of years, where you guys are telling me no.
Yep.
But no, look what's happening. You know what I mean? And now everybody love JRPGs, but when you want your platform to create them, it's like, oh shit, nah, let's fall back from that. Like, I don't understand gamers, man. It's weird.
Listen, man, I want PlayStation to make JRPGs again. I'm going on record saying that. They need to be making JRPGs again, 100%. And they need to start with this Legend of Dragoon remake.
Majority of people that, well, I ain't gonna say majority, because I know, you know, this is gaming in 2022. So, but I know for myself and pretty much people here in this panel, we became PlayStation fans off of JRPGs.
Yep.
You think I give two fucks about what these Xbox dudes is talking about PlayStation and multiplayer? Majority of gamers are playing multiplayer on PlayStation. Majority of the competitive scene is on PlayStation. PlayStation run tournaments every fucking week, every fucking month, monthlies, regionals, qualifiers. Every fucking month they do this shit. But I don't know where I'm on Twitter. I'm scrolling down, bro. I'm like, where is people getting this bullshit about PlayStation not even doing multiplayer, or PlayStation gamers don't compete or don't like competition or
that
fighting
the
games
market,
or whatever. I'm like,
the multiplayer market is not on
from?
PlayStation and all this. I'm like, yo, you dudes are stupid, man. I don't even
It's
respond,
weird
bro.
as hell.
I just
mean,
laugh
what the
and
hell
move
is going
on.
Like, yeah, if people really trying to push this agenda, it seems like it's an agenda because it's pure ignorance that's coming out of a lot of people. But at the end of the day, PlayStation, they're tackling the whole multiplayer stuff for a first party.
Yeah.
I need them to do the same thing when it comes to my favorite genre. How the fuck people can be out here on Twitter talking about this is my favorite genre, but then you don't want PlayStation, your preferred platform, to do what you
My bad. I had a phone call, but what I wanted to say was the people who they will say they'll be like, oh, it doesn't sell that much or whatever, which is not true at all. Matter of fact, there's a revisionist history that goes on that people think that JRPGs were doing way better in the 90s than they are now. No, Final Fantasy was carrying that entire genre, and Final Fantasy was like the gateway for a lot of people in the West to JRPGs and stuff like that. But when you look at the numbers like Legend of Dragoon, when you look, Breath of Fire and stuff like that, 1.7 million, less than a million and stuff like that. Yeah, the cult classics didn't really even hit like 2 million. But now today, right, even Persona, right? The highest selling Persona was Persona 4, which was like 1.5 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, right, Persona 5, close to 6 million. Nier Automata, which Nier Replicant and on the PS3 only sold 800,000. Nier Automata, 7 million. Dragon Quest, right, reached 7 million, sold 2 million in 2 days just in Japan, right? Tales of Arise broke his record, did 1 million in a week. Octopath Traveler, a game like that in the 360 would have only sold maybe 100K or 200K, and ended up selling 3 million. So clearly the genre is getting more popular. Anime is getting way more popular and is actually transitioning people who like anime to try JRPGs because they're in the same boat, they're in the same style and stuff like that. And it's funny to me when like people say, well, PlayStation don't want to invest in that, but then you see PlayStation investing in roguelike genre, right? Like Returnal, right? Amazing game of the year. But that's more of a niche genre. That's more nicher than JRPGs. You see them investing in VR games, more niche than JRPGs. Concrete Genie, Sackboy, these smaller games that are more niche than JRPGs that they invested in from a first party standpoint. You're gonna tell me that all of a sudden it's like, nah, they don't need JRPGs, or it's not gonna go well for them or whatever, just because Japan Studios kept flopping. Yeah, Japan Studios flopped, but Atlas didn't flop. Nihon Falcom, they ain't flopping or whatever. Their games are selling better than ever. Tales of Arise.
America didn't flop either.
Yeah. Yeah, well, exactly.
Not Nice America, but
NIS, right? Yeah, NIS and stuff like that. So I think what happened was because JRPGs were very dwindling in the 360 PS3 era, right? They were just falling off like crazy. Japanese gaming in general was falling off like crazy. And
yeah, but I think PS4 gen, there was a big resurgence of that.
Exactly. I think at the end of the PS3 and early PS4, I think and then the fact that the Japanese market completely shifted, right? I think PlayStation was like, this is just like a downward market and a dying market for this type of genre or whatever. And then 2017 hits, and then Persona 5 came out that year, Nier Automata came out that year, Dragon Quest 11 came out that year, Yakuza 0. It was just banger after banger, and then it was a resurgence, a renaissance. Now like JRPGs are carrying this year, JRPGs carried last year and stuff like that. So I think now is at the point where it's like Sony now has to play catch up, and it's and that's probably what's going to take them a longer time, because they probably didn't have the foresight to see that it was going to have a second renaissance, second resurgence. Yeah. And then now now they have to play catch up, but I think they can absolutely do it. Square Enix obviously will alleviate those issues if they bought Square Enix.
Yeah, I think Square makes the most sense. Both Sony's bottom line, Square's bottom line, and their ability to get all eyes on everything. So
yeah, the only thing that I hope if they do buy Square Enix is that they still approve the triangle strategies. They still approve.
I think they will. I just think those need to be on PlayStation. Like, there's no reason why Octopath is still not on PlayStation, especially when you have I Am Setsuna and Lost Sphere on PlayStation, and Oninaki. Yes. It's like, yo, why is Octopath not on PlayStation? Why is Triangle Strategy not on PlayStation? Stop playing.
Which is crazy.
Well, at least Octopath, because Triangle Strategy still is exclusive to the Switch, but I think Octopath should be on PlayStation by now. Like, there is no
because it's on Xbox and there's no more exclusive deal. And you have a game like Tactics Ogre, right, remastered, that is getting remastered and is coming out. That's exclusive to PlayStation. That's not coming out on Switch or whatever, right? Yep. And that's an even smaller game than what Octopath Traveler was. So I don't understand. I was like, what the hell is going on with that? But there's stuff like Nintendo, like Front Mission's remake is being remade, right? Front Mission is being remade, but the only reason why it's being remade is because Nintendo went to Square Enix and said, "Hey, we want this game remade." Same thing with Live Alive. Like, Live Alive was only going to be in Japan only, right? But then Nintendo stepped in and said, "Nah, we're going to publish it worldwide and add English voice acting and stuff like that." So we wouldn't even have got Live Alive if it wasn't for Nintendo. I just hope that if Square Enix goes under Sony, that those same type of deals and projects still happens and still gets approved and stuff like that. Other than that, bring them on home, baby. Bring them on home.
But we're gonna see what happens, man. I mean, the year, we still got 5 months left in the year. Then we already in August, man. Summer damn near over, bro. It's crazy. This summer is almost over. August about to fly. It's a lot of great games released in this month too. But yeah, listen, this was a good show, good conversation.
So where you rushing to, man? What you gotta do? You already platinum The Last of Us. What you gotta do, bro?
I got more games to play.
Some COD? You gotta be a bot.
Nah, chill. No, yes, COD, but nah, I'm about to play. I'm about to either play Xenoblade Chronicles 3 or what's the name?
Why? If you didn't say any other game, then I'd have been like,
no, that Xenoblade 3 is pretty fire.
It's fire.
Another hour.
That's good. That's good.
Yo, you know what game people should buy, man? Lost Epic, yo.
I seen some gameplay you posted. It looked like Odin Sphere. It looked like Odin Sphere.
Yo, I remember when I saw the trailer like a couple of months ago, because I know this game was on PC. You know what I mean? It was on PC before it came to PlayStation, but I don't know if it was fully released on PC yet. But whatever it is, when I saw the trailer, I got Odin Spirit vibes, and I'm like, yo, when this game coming out, bruh? If it came out a day before my birthday, And you know what I mean? I couldn't get to play it like that because I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna remote play that. I'm gonna wait till I get home. But it's pretty much a Souls, Metroidvania, Lost Spare type game, bro. The game is amazing as hell, yo. Like, it's super deep. It got 20 pages of skill trees, bro. Yeah, yo, the grind that you can do in this game, the leveling up, the builds that you can create is just ridiculous, yo. The game is super, super fun, man, and it has that Metroidvania vibe that where you get rewarded by doing things. But the premise is that you got to go around and you got to slay these gods for this witch, whatever. You know, that's the me being mad vague with the story.
That's gonna be your game spotlight, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be my spotlight for sure. I'm about to have a first impressions. I'm gonna upload that tomorrow. Yeah. But you know what I mean. But yo, I'm loving the hell out of this game, man. You know what I mean. Like between this and Xenoblade, I've been playing this. I want to finish this game though because I think there's about 6 bosses you got to beat. And I'm playing Xenoblade as well. Xenoblade I think is cool. It definitely picked up for me as far as like pacing and story. I like it way better than part 2 so far.
Oh, it's way better than 2.
That story,
I like what they're doing.
Good,
the battle system, I'm still very hesitant on the Xenoblade battle system because I feel like I want to do more. But I feel like it's better than 2 than part 2.
Did you get all the characters yet?
Yeah, I got about like 12, 13 hours in that game already. I got all the characters.
Oh, okay.
Switching to the classes and all that.
Oh, okay. Because when you get all the characters, to me, that's when it really opens up. Because you start off, like, say I start off with the medic gunner. You know, I put down my little ring, you know, to increase tax and whatever. Then I switch over to the sword fighter and shit like that. Do my thing, and then whenever I'm waiting for his attacks to refill, right, I switch over to another one. So I'm constantly switching to keep that level of engagement and to like position the people, and that's when it really gets fun and more faster paced.
I don't mind the switching. It's just it's just the whole design of the combat, the whole, you know, the MMO type thing. You know what I mean?
FF12.
I'm not saying that it's bad. But when it comes to games like that, that's why I stopped playing. That's why I stopped playing Xenoblade 2 because, like, I grind in games, man. Like I grind, I do a lot of battles, I do a lot of stuff, and it's just like it does wear and tear me. I was like, yo, this battle system is just not. And I put like 30 hours in that game. I was like, this is not it, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? But this one is much better though. I'm liking it much better than 2.
I'm gonna get the platinum for either Animutanium or I'm gonna play Xenoblade. I gotta see after I eat dinner what I'm in the mood for. But
Animutation, that's an easy platinum. You probably not.
That's
I'm gonna lock that up.
Game.
Listen, it's a couple black. Listen, man. I want to get this Kana plat. I want to finish up Fist and probably get the platinum. Animutanium, Pathless, Young Souls. I want to play that. And then the August games.
Chris Tale for me. Chris Tale. That's gonna be mine.
The August games with Rollerdrome, Dimecia, Soul Hackers 2. It's a lot of shit.
Rollerdrome comes out this month?
The 16th.
Yeah, the 16th.
Yeah, the 16th.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm trying to get these.
Soul Hackers.
Soul Hackers is the end of the month. I think Dust Divers 2 is supposed to drop this month as well.
I was gonna get Soul Hackers, but I decided not because there's other games that I need to get through, and then it's also releasing right before Splatoon 3 and stuff like that. So I decided, Soul Hackers is gonna sit by the wayside because once September hits, Splatoon 3 day 1, Battlefield Chronicles day 1, Valkyrie Elysium day 1.
So much September. See, but that's when the onslaught kind of semi starts in August. But September, Steel Rising, Last of Us Remake, Diofield, Valkyrie. It's so much releasing in September, bro.
I don't know when I'm going to play Diofield. I'll be honest with you, bro. Because the game comes out on the 20th or the 21st, right?
Yep.
But Valkyrie Elysium come out the 24th, but if you pre-order the deluxe edition, you get to play it 4 days early. So it's like
I thought it comes out like a week later. Does it come out 4 days later?
Yeah, bro.
Oh my God, bro. Like I hate like.
And then October,
I wonder how long Battlefield Chronicles is because Live Alive released a week before Xenoblade 3. I'm still not finished with Live Alive. I got like 2 chapters left, right? Amazing fucking game, by the way. Amazing game, by the way.
I gotta get back to it, but Xenoblade came out, so stop.
Yo, strictly stop with that Saint Row, bro. Ain't nobody copying that.
Yeah, nobody copying that garbage, bro.
Hey, yo,
ain't nobody
copying
that garbage.
For Saint Row. Yo, bro, that was gonna be a topic for the last WUPs, but I purposely left it off because I was like, yo, the game looks so bad. I don't want to see the PlayStation Nation to see that bullshit. They copied the Madagascar scene from Uncharted 4, like legit, and it just looks horrible. It looks bad, bro. Is that a next gen only game or that's cross gen?
No, that's next gen only.
Which game?
Saints Row.
It's next gen only?
Yeah, that's next gen only.
Yo, stop.
It was cross gen.
No, that's next gen only.
So I'll kick you down your shit.
It's next gen only. Look it up. It's next gen only. Let me see.
Oh my god.
Let me see.
Hey, yo, where's Strictly at, yo?
He's right here. Go ahead and pick.
Send me your coordinates. I'm kicking you down your shit if you write another Saint Row comment in the goddamn chat.
Saints Row. Yeah, this new Saints Row is next gen
gonna
only.
be a skip for me until probably like way later. I do want to play because it does look like mindless, like you know that sandbox style, right? That just cause fun, right? You know, like Saints Row and shit like that. So, I'm pretty sure the game is probably gonna be fun, but I'm not gonna pick it up day one.
Oh no, it's cross gen. It's cross gen. It's coming to PS4, Xbox One. Woo, I was about to
say if that's the next gen.
I was about to say, boy. Yo, also another thing, Lost Epic does have multiplayer in there. They have a soul type online where you drop the Shroud of Mist and you can get help from people in the game. And the bosses, yo,
y'all gotta stop this cap. Hold up. I know you two motherfuckers are not talking about Saints Row when y'all hyped up Marvel's Avengers that was garbage.
Oh, chill.
I know y'all are not
Marvel
talking.
Avengers is amazing.
That
Marvel
was
Avengers
garbage. You all was up here
are you
talking
telling me
about it's amazing. You all were up here talking about this and that and that.
Oh, you know what? My fault. It is cross-gen.
Talking about Saints Row. Y'all
Strictly, they like golf.
It is cross-gen.
Godfall
was great. What you talking about?
Stop it.
What you talking about? Godfall
Don't
was
ignore
awesome.
this damn question. You all was hyping up the Marvel's Avengers, which was garbage.
That shit was amazing.
And you were talking about Saints Row.
It was amazing. I can't wait.
No, it was trash.
I can't wait.
Does Saint Row look better than Marvel's Avengers?
The sales have. You two were the only people playing the game, and you gonna sit up here
That's all that
and
matter.
talk about Saints Row like y'all was
Does
a
it look
captain.
better than Marvel's Avengers?
That's all that matters.
Sorry, it was trash.
That's all that matter. I'm playing it. I'm enjoying it. That's what matters. Fuck everything else.
So now it matters, and so
Absolutely.
now you want to switch to it don't matter because
Absolutely.
now you care about it. Before y'all,
Absolutely.
hell
100%.
nah. Absolutely not.
Yo, strictly confuses me sometimes when I see, you know, what he wants to play in games, because y'all know I've been telling this man Strictly to go play Final Fantasy VII Remake for about for 2 years now, probably. Cause the game came out in 2020. And he ain't want to touch it. He said it's not my style.
Because it's boring.
Yo, Strictly would hype up.
You think Final Fantasy VII Remake is boring?
It's
What?
boring.
How are you hyping up Hogwarts Legacy, but you talking about Final Fantasy?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, if you don't like Final Fantasy, I don't see how you gonna enjoy Hogwarts Legacy.
Hogwarts because I'm a Harry Potter fan, and I don't like JRPGs because that's different.
But yo, it's like you pretty much, it's not a JRPG, but it's an RPG.
Okay, so you can end it right there. It ain't no JRPG.
Yeah, but the only reason why JRPG, the only difference is the region of where the game is being created.
Exactly. I don't like JRPGs. I just don't. But I liked Horizon. Did you say that about Horizon? Exactly.
Horizon's
I ain't
amazing.
said that about Horizon.
Exactly.
Yo, Phil
but I like
DVG, man,
Horizon,
appreciate
though.
you for the super chat. Says in the end, I just want to have fun with my friends. I just want to have fun with my friends.
Hey, so like I said, you ain't said about Horizon.
Saints Row
Horizon's a
garbage
RPG.
though.
I liked it.
Saints Row.
So now
Saints Row,
because of Hogwarts is different. But we can
but
still get back on the topic.
Saints Row is a poor.
Marvel's Avengers.
Saints Row is a poor man's GTA though. Who wanna play that?
Bro, I still play Marvel Avengers to this day. Mighty Thor, she pretty dope too, man. That shit
but the
OP
point,
with her.
But the point is, it was garbage though. At launch, it was trash.
Did you play it?
It wasn't garbage. It wasn't garbage.
It took forever to get. Why do you two are literally like the only people playing it, bro? Y'all were the only people playing it.
That's fine.
So you gonna sit here and talk about me with Saints Row when y'all hyped up that game?
That's perfectly fine.
Saint Row looks like hot garbage, bro, and you know that.
And Marvel's Avengers look like hot garbage. So we fan.
Absolutely not. Which game look better? Which game look better? Which game looks better?
Final Fantasy.
What?
Yeah.
What you mean?
Oh,
what?
what?
On a graphical standpoint, which game?
Which one?
Final Fantasy
Between two, which one?
Saints Row. Saints Row is just a poor man's.
They both cross
Saints Row is just a poor man's GTA though. Nobody want to play that.
We not about to do that. Like I said, y'all was hyping up Marvel's Avengers and it was trash.
It was fire.
It wasn't trash. It wasn't trash.
It was trash. Link, it was trash.
No, come on, man. It was not trash. We gotta stop using that word to talk about games.
It wasn't trash at launch.
No, it was not trash.
If you all consider it not being trash at launch, then I need y'all to show some more consistency because that shit was ass.
Show the link in the chat. Put the link in the chat. Show the chat that, please. Show the chat what? This game preview from Game Informer.
Please do.
And they all sound boring as hell. They was bored talking about, I'm having so much fun.
Where'd you put it at?
Scene, bro. Look at this. They copied Uncharted. Look at this.
Where'd you put it at?
And though, like, what's the point you're trying to make? Because now you flip flopping. Because when I said you was talking about Marvel's Avengers being trash because it was trash at launch, and now I'm hyped for Saints Row, and then when I brought that up to show inconsistency, then Persona said, "Oh well, I enjoy it." So now y'all keep pushing the goalposts back. I need to know why.
I'm saying that this game looks like hot garbage. If you hyping the game, if you enjoying it, hey,
what game? You talking about Saints Row? Saints Row?
No, it looks like mindless fun. It looks like some shit you pick up.
It looked like a poor man's GTA.
Look at this scene, bro. They copied Uncharted 4 and they did a terrible. Uncharted 4 is a 2016
GTA,
game.
Bro.
This is coming out in 2022, bro. First of all, you're showing like literally one of the first missions in the game. That's number one. Number two is, again, the point is, you all are talking about Saints Row when you hyped Marvel's Avengers. Do we need to go look at the user score for that?
It's a part. I give a fuck about no user score. This is poor man's
Don't
GTA.
dodge it. Don't dodge it.
What
Don't dodge the question. Why are y'all dodging
the user score? They was mad that they couldn't get to play Spider-Man.
Exactly. But straight, you look at the gameplay and you
avoiding it. Does this game?
I am not avoiding anything.
Straight. You really looking at this? You looking at this gameplay and you hype? Straight. You really hype for this?
The game looked fire to me.
It do? That's what's up.
It looked fun to me.
That's what's up.
They shoot the whole turret. He never getting hit.
But like I said, I knew the best part of it was I knew Persona was gonna bring up this gameplay. I knew it.
I didn't bring this up. Wait, hold up. Straight. I didn't bring this up.
You are sitting here telling me it don't look good, but you
I'm sure what Barry wanted me to show.
No, I didn't hype. I didn't hype.
You guys sounding crazy.
No, I didn't hype it, but it.
I didn't hype it, but you telling me it looked good though. You told me it was good at launch.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed what I played.
So now.
Yo, straight. Let me ask you this question. Yo, straight. Let me ask you this. Wait. Straight. Hold on. Wait. Straight. Let me ask you this. Hold up. Straight. Let me ask you this.
No, I ain't asking you.
Strictly.
What was it? No, stop.
Hold up. Straight. Let me ask you this. Hold up. Straight.
I had fun playing.
Yo, straight. Let me ask you this. Hold on. Straight.
You are telling me you enjoyed it.
Let me ask you this. Coming from a game like Horizon Forbidden West that is also cross-generation but looks the way it looks, are you really looking at this game and thinking that this looks? Is this a leap in gaming for you, brother? Personally?
Am I about to compare? So now we're comparing Horizon to Saints Row?
You're right, my fault. I shouldn't have did that.
So now you dodging. Stop dodging.
I shouldn't have did that. My fault. I shouldn't have did that.
You are looking like Wonder Woman out here, bro, dodging all these goddamn
My fault. I shouldn't have did that.
Marvel's Avenger was terrible.
You're right.
Literally terrible at launch.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
No, it wasn't. No.
Link, you talking about am I serious? But you dodged
the
question too.
Why you kick like that?
When I asked how it was,
I played through the campaign. I thought it was great.
Shout out to Viper.
Check it. This is what we're going to do.
Hold on real quick. Hold on. Because Link talking about I didn't ask if he enjoyed it or not. That's not what I asked. I asked, how was it accepted at launch? Stop ducking the damn question. How was it?
Straight. This is what
I'm not worried about what
stop
other
ducking
people
the
say.
question.
I'm telling
Barry
you about
Persona,
my
Barry
opinion.
Persona and Link.
No,
Stop ducking the question.
what? How you asking it? You asking it from how we looked at
the industry? Or are you talking about?
What are you saying?
Oh my God, bro. So y'all do this on Twitter all the time talking about how was this game. Y'all go look at the damn user scores and shit. But now y'all acting like y'all know.
I don't look at no user score.
I don't use reviews. I use my experiences.
Yeah, y'all.
I'm looking at this.
I didn't say now. Don't get it
There was
twisted.
but you know, but strictly,
y'all get the game.
Yeah,
I didn't say that.
You know, there was a lot of controversy because of
Yo,
the
Juan
Spider-Man
Sosa, what's up, man?
exclusivity and shit like that.
Hold on, yo, Viper, hold on, Viper, appreciate you for the super chat. Hold on, wait, let me get the super chat. Hold on, Bart, let me just get the super chat.
When the game come out, I want you to post up your first impressions and everything, and I want you to be completely honest, because I know you're gonna be honest.
Absolutely.
If you don't like Saint Row, this new Saint Row game, you got to do a play session with me and Persona and Marvel's Avengers, because it's on premium, so you can download that joint, and we're gonna do a play session.
Yo, this is what I'm gonna say.
Your impression on that.
This is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say too.
Let me ask this question. Oh, Persona, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yo, Viper, man, appreciate you for the super chat. It says, I pre-ordered Saints Row. It's my first time in the series. Let's go. Appreciate you, Viper. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Viper. Enjoy though.
Again, so the bet is if I like it. So are we going off of my review? And I'm gonna be mad honest. You know, I'm not.
Yeah, we're going off yours. Yo, this looks. Yo, straight. You know why? Yo, listen. This is your second. If you turn out not to like this is gonna be your second time taking the L. Because your first time was with Battlefield 2042, where you kept saying it was gonna be better than COD. You wasn't.
I wouldn't say he didn't like Battlefield. I looked at strict junk.
But that's debatable.
Hours in that game.
That's debatable.
Nah, he put time into it. Nah, of course he put time into it. But how many games we put time into we don't like? I got like 50 hours, 100 hours in Vanguard. That shit is dog ass.
Yeah, and I got like 200, and it's dog ass.
I think I just got over 100.
Yeah, you feel me? So I got more hours in Vanguard, and I have more hours in Battlefield.
All I'm saying is looking at other games that are coming out or have come out. Like this needs a couple more months in the oven, bro. That's all I'm saying.
But what I'm saying. So two things. Number one, again. Any other time we having conversations about any gameplay, the first thing we bring up is how old the build is. But now y'all don't want to bring that up. That's number one. Fair
enough. This is coming from Game Informer when they got this from Saints Row. I mean, fair enough. So that's why we wait until it come out and you gonna show us some gameplay, and we're gonna truly go talk
Persona,
about it.
When Forspoken showed their gameplay, everybody had their microscopes out talking about, yo, look at this hitch right here in the grass, and yo, this character moving. Yeah, look at this gameplay we watching.
That's a fact. But
20 times better than this bullshit.
No, but I'm not everybody, because even I said with Forspoken, yeah, it still needs some work, but I'm still hyped for it. This ain't no different.
Nah, but Forspoken looks miles better than this, like night and day.
I never said it didn't though.
Even Batman, the new Gotham footage looks really good.
I never said it didn't.
No. I'm just speaking in general.
This game need a year. What's that game called that you like? Prince of Persia delay.
Oh, yo, nah, real talk. This looks like it needs a little bit. Like I'm not gonna cap, man. I'm never gonna cap for no game, regardless. This looks like it needs a little bit more time in the oven, man. Like at least another year or more. It needs a little more time.
Like I said, though,
coming out soft.
Because like the reason why I'm saying that's because all the enemies look real.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion. If you feel that way, cool. But again,
all the enemies look like Play-Doh. They look like clay. Like it look.
But I'm definitely not about to allow y'all to sit up here and talk about why am I hyping Saints Row when y'all was hyping the Avengers after the trash that launched.
But Avengers look better than this.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. Graphically, Avengers looks better than this.
No, it wasn't.
You still ducking the question. I asked you a question, bro.
You need to specify. Are you talking about industry consensus or what I thought about?
Bro, not industry. I'm asking, when you look at the general consensus of gamers, which we usually do, how was it accepted? Because it was not good. But you want to sit there and talk about I enjoyed it. I didn't ask what you enjoyed, because that's a different question.
Yo, slick though.
No, I ain't slick. I'm telling the truth. He think he's slick. Talk about
something. So you're telling me because other people hate on the game, I can't enjoy it?
How the game was received at launch. How was it?
I accepted it well. I enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah, I mean, other people. Yo, but the thing is too. A lot of people had opinions on Avengers that they even.
I don't make my opinion based on what other people say.
Opinions
nah, bro.
Came from the beta.
I don't know.
My opinion was based on the beta. That was more my opinion came off.
Yo, somebody in the chat, somebody in the chat made up a good point. Yo, there's a lot of pop-ins. There's a lot of pop-ins with this game, bro.
You ducking that.
When does the game come out? It come out September.
Next week or the week after.
August 23rd. It ain't next week. August 23rd.
Oh, like in 3 weeks.
That's 2 weeks.
Yeah,
3 weeks.
I ain't interested.
Don't be interested. But you wasn't you interested in ducking that question, though. That's a fact.
Nah.
Phil DVG. Yo, Phil DVG, I appreciate you for the super chat.
Impressions.
I want to hear your review and impressions on that.
Yo, Phil DVG, I appreciate you for the super chat. Said that chase had more fog than Spider-Man 1.
You know I'm coming with the good with the impressions.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Game that's bad. I do not care. They don't pay me. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm hyped for a game, I'm hyped for it. And if it's bad, it's bad. I didn't say this about Battlefield. I enjoyed it, but it was terrible. Terrible launch. I'm very consistent. You are not. I just asked you a question and you ducking that.
Look how beautiful this Gotham Knights footage is, boy. Amazing.
Man, please.
Amazing.
Come on, man.
Even though I'm ready for Gotham Knights, though, but Gotham Knights look rough too.
No. They improved. They improved. No. They improved a lot. They improved a lot.
Need some work too, but that game coming out October. This game coming out.
I think it look better than Saints Row.
It look a lot better. It look miles better than Saint Row from day and night and day.
You ducking the question I asked. Hey, yo, hold on.
What you think, Strictly? What you think?
Let me say,
which one look better?
What I think about Gotham Knights and Saints Row?
Gotham Knights look way better.
Gotham Knights.
Gotham Knights look night and it's like night and day difference.
Okay. All right.
Good question.
I'm looking at the 4K. Did y'all watch the 4K footage though? I'm looking at the 4K. I'm looking at the 4K footage right now.
Ask me or tell me in the chat what questions I'm jumping.
I'm looking at the 4K footage right now because I only watched the premiere stream that was at 1080p and it was kind of choppy. This 4K footage, man, it looked good, man. Yo, real talk, Batgirl got some cakes too. Real talk.
I think animations need some work as far as fluidity.
Let me just say this question though.
It looks much better though. It looks much better.
Yeah, it looks a lot better.
Let me just say this statement. The point, like how I am approaching Saints Row is somewhat like this. Like, yes, Gotham Knights did look rough, but the point was for me, I'm still getting it because I'm looking at all things considered. When the build was, how old it was, all type of information. I'm doing the exact same thing with Saints Row. Hence why I said I'm very consistent.
Some of the NPCs do look a little off in Gotham Knights. Like some of them look a little too stiff. Like they need some work on their face.
But you still hype for it, right? So if somebody came to you, Persona, was like, "Yeah, Gotham Knights look iffy," what you want to say? Yeah, but I'm still copying, right?
No, what I'm gonna say specifically, I'm gonna fuck.
Exactly.
I'm gonna fuck. Yeah. I can fuck what they think. You understand? Shit is a day one. I'm playing this day one.
Because you was ducking a whole different question.
I duck your question. I don't know how you want me to answer. I don't know how you want me to answer the question.
Yo, I don't know, man. I'm digging Batgirl combat, man. Her combat look dope, man. This looks great, man. I don't give a fuck.
I have a question for the room.
I'm excited for Gotham Knights. Go
ahead, sir.
Not for Strictly, because I already know his answer. I'm ask y'all.
I know exactly what you're gonna ask. Go ahead.
Do y'all play Saints Row?
No, I don't.
Let me get it straight.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Hold on.
I ain't trashing it. I ain't trashing it though.
Because y'all talking about how bad the game is, and all y'all talking about is
I didn't say that.
I heard people talking about GTA knockoff and all this and all that.
It's a poor man's GTA. Absolutely.
Played the game.
Yes, I played.
If you don't like it, that's cool.
Back there,
but
that shit crazy.
You know, y'all talking about.
Did you man watch your mouth?
Watch my mouth? No, I'm about to go there. Y'all talking about Avengers. Avengers was criticized because it was a bad gameplay loop. We're talking about gameplay with Avengers versus how Saints Row looks. The whole conversation sounds a little off to me. Saints Row is fun for me. I ain't gonna knock anybody else's opinion about it. I like the franchise, but y'all talking about two different things and don't even realize it.
It's more like a mindless sandbox fun. But this Saints Row, this new one, this really reminds me of a game back in I think it was the early 360 days or late PS2 days called Mercenaries.
It looked like it too.
Y'all remember Mercenaries?
I played Mercenaries.
I remember it.
I remember Mercenaries. I had that game PS3.
It reminds me of that.
Only the color palette.
No, baby.
Only thing.
Bro, the Marvel's Avengers has a 4.9 user score on Metacritic, bro.
Oh, yo, Strictly, you need to knock it off.
I'm just
Come on,
being
Strictly,
honest.
you gotta stop, man. You gotta.
Just being honest. Link, you stop because you still ducking until you answer the
I'm not
question. I ain't want to hear it. Yo,
we
so
getting that
I'm pointing out the inconsistency. That's all I'm doing. I don't even care about the Metacritic score, but I'm just pointing out the inconsistency. Like I said, the user score was, or not. I didn't say the user score.
But my whole argument wasn't against or bringing up any user scores or Metacritic or the game is going to review bad. I'm looking at from what I'm seeing from the preview. I'm saying that the game just looks bad. It looks like this game shouldn't be coming out in 2 weeks.
Okay, and what I was saying was you cannot.
Okay, I got a question, Strictly.
When you played Marvel's Avengers and said
let me ask you a question.
it at launch when it had.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, but what was wrong with Marvel Avengers at launch when it comes to the graphically the looks and the performance? Right. It was nothing wrong. The game. Yeah, it was on PS4.
It was a technically sound game.
PS4, but
y'all making all the excuses. The point was, it was bad at launch. That's the point.
Since we're using user scores, The Last of Us Part 2 got a 5.7 user score. We know it ain't a trash game.
The point,
so I mean, we can't use that. You can't use that.
It was terrible at launch, bro. It goes back to what I said. And like I said,
you're saying it's okay for Saints Row to launch bad.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. If it launches bad, bro, then they getting smoked on Twitter. You already know how I roll with that. Like that's going to happen if it's bad. I did it with Battlefield. I did it with any game that has released bad. Period. But somebody not keeping the same energy because Marvel's Avengers was terrible at launch. So please, somebody tell me who is consistent.
Marvel's issue was they had frame rate issues at launch.
Y'all talking about all of these different factors and issues. I ain't hearing it. How was it at launch?
It was fun.
to you, right?
Fun. I had fun with it.
Which is now you're going into personal preference.
What else is there? What else is there?
Oh my God, bro!
I play the games I want to play and I enjoy. I buy games sometimes that I regret buying, but I don't think
be excited for Saints Row, man. Be excited for it and let him be excited for it.
Yeah,
I'm not
come on. When it comes to my opinion on games, you know, they already know it is, man. Fuck their opinion. You already know.
That's good though.
That's good. This is the argument though. We're not talking about.
I'm not trashing it.
We're not talking about the game as far as what we think about it. As far as like reviews and Metacritics and whatnot. We're talking about from how it looks here in these previews.
Okay, but
you're bringing up a whole different subject. You're talking about how this game launched as far as you thinking about public view of the game. You know what I mean? But that's not.
But to be fair, Barry, Avengers did look rough in its previews as well.
Yeah, bro.
No,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Avengers look rough in the beta.
How did we get to this
retail game?
No. Because this whole conversation is a contradiction. This whole conversation is a contradiction because how did we get here? Why did I pop up on this panel? Because I said I was excited for Saints Row, and Barry said what?
I said don't be hyping up that gut.
All right, so now, but when I came here and asked about Marvel's Avengers, what did y'all tell me? I liked it. Contradiction. Exactly.
No, it ain't a contradiction.
It is a contradiction. That's a contradiction, sir.
Yeah, but right now you're telling us that you bringing up Marvel's Avengers. You know how much people was getting at us when we talked about Marvel's Avengers, how the game looked garbage, the game is ass, all that stuff. I didn't care what people were saying. you know what I mean?
As you again, what I'm saying is if I like it, and look, just because I like a game can be bad and somebody liked it, hence Vanguard, right? You know what I'm saying? Like it was I mean, I don't play it anymore because I just couldn't take it no more. But you get what I'm saying? Like it can be bad, but I still find some enjoyment in it. Now, regardless, I'm going to put my honest opinion about the game, period. And I do that about every game. But what I'm saying is, we got here because I'm excited about Saints Row. You shitted on it, and I came in here and said you are excited about Marvel's Avengers, but it was looking like trash. So
this man Barry got to be stopped. The man just quote tweeted IGN because they put out a tweet that said, the developers behind Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, and Gears are all expected to make announcements during EVO 2022. Barry quote tweeted said, "Wow, great reporting. My wallet is black."
This is gaming in 2022, bro. It's these dumbass articles. No shit. Evo was this weekend.
Yeah,
Slow
that's
news day.
right. No, it's slow news days, Barry. They gotta make articles, to eat and shit like that. So they make
it's the fake insiders that Persona be talking about, bro. Any of us could have seen that, bro, and tweeted that.
Right.
Bro, that's funny. That's hilarious.
What do y'all think about like the PlayStation tournaments things or whatever? I saw some people upset about that.
I mean, look, Chris is trying to keep Persona from enjoying his life because he tried to get off this podcast 30 minutes ago.
My bad.
PlayStation tournament.
The whole PlayStation tournaments, like Evo, that whole announcement about PlayStation tournaments, about like, they're doing the interviews with like the different fighters.
That's
or
good.
whatever.
I mean, PlayStation owns
like
Evo, so it's good that they're actually gonna have a really big presence there. They should. So that's actually really good that they're gonna have their own commentators and exclusive interviews and all that. That's dope. That's really good. And I think we definitely gonna be getting some really big announcements here. I think Street Fighter is gonna announce the beta for Street Fighter 6. It's gonna be the beta's gonna release like this year, like this holiday or something like that.
Then we probably gonna see like character trails like Geef, Ken, there.
Ken, yeah. You think we're gonna get like Dragon Ball Fighters 2?
Nah, they're not putting
like that.
Nah.
I know Dragon Ball has like an update coming that got leaked. It was like, I forgot the name of it though. It's like Dragon Ball something.
It's Dragon Ball. What was the last series they had put out? When the Super
Fighters?
Yeah,
Super. It's something like Dragon Ball Super.
Oh, Super.
Fighters,
Yeah.
Super.
Okay.
Like Super Fighters or something.
Yeah, because Bandai Namco had a big leak with all the new shit.
A lot of people saying that leak fake. That's why we ain't
Bandai
talking
said
about
that
it
they
no
had
more.
a leak though.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Oh no, you know what? The actual content, like people put a photo together and they were like, oh, this got leaked or whatever. That was fake, but Bandai Namco actually did get leaked, but nobody really knows what content actually got leaked from that.
That's
Right.
right.
There was a lot of
They're
fake
not
things,
making no Tales of Arise 2. I don't give a fuck.
It was called Tales of Ascension.
It was like Tales of Rise Ascension.
It was Tales of Ascension.
and the Elden
Yeah.
Ring. I do want to play the Elden Ring DLC, whenever that comes.
Yeah, but they were talking about like that's coming next year, and then Tales of Ascension is next year when they just came out with Tales of Rise. Like some of this shit just didn't make sense.
No, Tales of Rise came out last year, so I mean.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. And for them
And
to
the
have
one prior, the one
another
prior
mainline
to
one in 2 years.
yeah,
I
because
don't know.
the one prior to Tales of Arise was Tales of Berseria, which was 2018.
Yeah, Tales games, they come out because Zestiria and Berseria came out like a year after each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised. Listen, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. That's what I want to play next year. Like that's really high on my list. But yo, listen, guys, man, I'm hungry, man. I gotta make something.
Pissing me off with that, man.
But yo, let's get into these outros. Chris, give us your outro.
Hey, where you gotta go? No,
I'm gonna get something to eat, brother. Well, go ahead, Chris. Give us your outro.
Nah, man. I appreciate everybody, and thanks for letting me speak.
No doubt, man. Yo, uppercase. Give us your outro.
Let me speak.
Bye.
Shout out to Jamil.
I ain't hear from Jamel in a minute, man. How you been, bro?
Recovering from COVID.
Yeah, COVID.
Yeah,
I
crazy.
had it.
Damn, man. Glad that you recovering though.
I'm still fucked up.
Right.
But yeah, I'm good.
Yo, Link, give us your outro.
Yo, good show as always. Good show. Great show.
Appreciate you. Yo, Strick, give us your outro, man. Can't wait to see your impressions of that Saints Row.
Yes, sir. You already know, man. Strictly gaming, man. You already know where I be at Twitter, man. Shit, man. Shout out to, Persona Barry, man. Shout out to Wups, man. And you already know the vibes, man. Keep it gaming.
Already. Barry, outro.
Yo, good show, man. Don't worry about COD, guys. You don't play it anyway. And,
Facts.
You know what I mean? PlayStation, let's see what you got coming for 2023 and beyond, man.
Hey, yo. Facts. Listen, for me, guys, I appreciate y'all. We're going to be doing a breakdown of that new gameplay from Gotham Knights this week, so be on the lookout for that. WUPS on Saturday, 93. Be on the lookout for that as well. And what else? I need more time with the Steam Deck, guys. I said I was going to put my review, my impressions of it out this week. I need more time, man. I need more time. So give me till like the end of this month. Let me really spend some time with it. I really want to give like a really in-depth like thoughts. So let me really navigate and get time with it. So that's on hold till like the end of this month. But I got The Last of Us Platinum. I'm about to go play some more games because that's what gamers do. They play games. And listen, guys, I appreciate y'all. Have a great evening, and I'll see you guys next time. It's been your boy Persona, and I'm out. Peace.